Hello, welcome back. How are you? How are we? We're a little late today. We've got a couple technical issues on Raf's side where he's trying to get it sorted. If he can join us, he can join us. If not, we may be one Calicindir down today. But we're back. Kingslayers episode 85. AJ, nice smile. What happened last week?
We fought a dragon. No, so we got to, or we spent the night with the Ceruvian elves, and spent the day there because it was really hot. And Donnie spent time sparring with the sword, which had a little guy in the sword. A little guy named his name started with G. Their name started with G. And what else happened?
The shadow bed paralysis demon.
Yeah, true. The sleep paralysis demon that gets excited when you feed it blood. Cal spoke to a ancient elf, really old elf. Missing one eye and milky cataracts in the other, I believe. By the name of Loris. The rest is a bit of a blur, but we went and did trial stuff and fought a wasteland dragon that was Loris. And we did it. Go us. Cal has shard. Ta-da.
I feel like we did it kind of de-emphasizes the fact that we did over 1,000 damage in 5 rounds.
Oh, yeah, that too.
No,
we
you guys
did destroy without dealing any damage technically to the dragon.
Yeah, you got through all of its shield.
Yeah.
I got hit by 3 breath attacks. And
And then
one
the
died.
dragon went, time out, I tap out.
No,
Scared of us.
the dragon went, time out, you're fine now.
Yeah.
It's like, you did enough.
Dragon's just like, let me
Yeah,
just turn off this barrier real quick before it bounces all the damage right back at you.
Like, okay, I guess we'll stop enjoying the chase for now.
But yes, as you do this, Calicindir gets the shard. Another one collected. Another one out of the Zephyrkin's grasp. Throughout the next few moments, you gather yourselves, making your way back to the sand-sailing ships throughout the Ceruvian, to make your way back to the Ceruvian elves to report in the success. It doesn't take long for them to find their way back. It's kind of a little bit more of a quieter ride from the Ceruvian elves. They're kind of intently staring at Calicindir, kind of almost as if like weighted expectation on him. But without fail, you make your way back to the home of the Ceruvian elves, and for story's sake, Calicindir makes his way off to go speak to the leader of the Ceruvian elves in private. You've got a little bit of time before you have to.
No, continue.
You've got a little bit of time before you're going to end up leaving here inevitably and make your way to Sathasa to arrange a meeting between a various few people. That's definitely not going to go bad at all. Donovan's got 100% of a plan figured and formulated. But you've got some time around the Ceruvian desert, the shifting oasis, to do as you will as you do. Who would like to go first?
Zephyros is just going to flop on over because Zeph is very low on health and is going to try to take a short rest too.
Yeah, I was
Get
going to
some of
say,
the
how are
health
you
back.
doing? Because I can give you a little boost if you need.
Oh, that would be wonderful. Is everybody else feeling okay?
Well, let's say that on the way back, I do a prayer of healing.
Okay.
I sit there and what is it? Third level spell? No, it's
Second
but
level.
I'll do it at third for 3d8. So,
Plus modifier.
yep.
3d8?
Yep, 3d8 plus mod.
Ooh.
I've got a chunkier heal if needed as well.
It's 25 hit points to everyone who's around.
Ooh, thank you.
That's pretty spicy.
Oh, I top myself off with 1 point from healing hands. Lay on hands.
Just cause.
Because the number is like, come on, you couldn't do 1 hit point.
You said 25 or 26. Sorry.
25.
Yeah, 25.
25. How is Zeph looking now? Still pretty owie or
I'm trying to figure out.
okie dokie?
I really should know this information. How many hit die do you regain after a long rest? Is it half?
Half.
Half. Okay. I think I could spend half.
Mhm.
You know what? I'll spend 6.
Mhm.
I think I should be okay
Does
after
Queenie heal on short rests or no?
that. Zeph probably would have. You see Zeph like in the middle of their short rest also like spend some time in meditation in front of Queenie, and like there's kind of like they're facing each other and there's this kind of like stillness for a moment as Zeph uses their meditation so that Queenie gets all of her hit points back.
Oh, okay, cool.
Fancy.
Fine then. Don't have 6d10 healing.
I
Kidding,
mean,
of
might
course.
as well save it.
Yeah. Oh, I've yeah.
So I guess like once we're back in there before everyone like disperses off except for Cal, who I assume was like yoinked up by the person in charge immediately.
It was the dragon. The dragon just took Cal off.
Yeah, just flew him away into
Yoink.
the sunset. So I assume we're leaving today? Tomorrow? I'd rather leave tomorrow. Sleep would be nice. Like I assume we're like back in the cave.
Yeah.
This
mean,
is
sleep
that
we
was in
thought
character
would
to the
be
group.
Very good.
Sleep would
Yeah.
be very appreciated. And we can't leave without Calicindia.
Oh, of course.
No, we just
Well,
kidnap him.
We can.
No, we
It's
can't.
okay.
How long do we have until the whole, and Merkel point at Donnie? What was the date again?
Oh, I repeat the date. I'm not as
Yeah.
I'm not as versed on Quinthian calendar as AJ is, but
Yeah.
it is a date, and it's not too far away. Within a week.
So I think it's
Within a
within
week.
about the next 10 days.
7
10 days.
days. Question
But
mark.
within the next 10 days, Macassia.
Right. Okay.
Okay. So I mean, we have to at the very least, wait for sundown. So probably best to rest now so that we can get ready to leave.
Not a bad idea. I don't think Samael would appreciate it if I kept onto his sword.
No, probably
Yeah.
not.
No, not at all.
You found
Also, you're
friendship
getting
and
into the
trust and all
spring,
that.
which means those of you that are familiar for Donovan and Zamani, that means Sathasa is a nocturnal city in the in the spring and summer months because it's too hot
Oh,
during the
true.
day to actually exist.
Yep.
I mean, there's no point in getting there during the daytime anyway, so we might as well sleep in a nice cozy cave.
Okay, righto.
All right.
I wonder what Samael has been doing this entire time.
Looks over to where Samael is still sitting in the cave.
no,
He's
yeah,
just got
that
like these
was-
2 needles that he's just crocheting. He's just
Oh,
Cute.
Sammy,
kind of
Your
pulls
sword-
the
sword is-
yarn up and away and he just wraps it up and puts it in his bag.
your sword is spectacular. Should probably just
He's
give this
pretty
back.
good.
I'll come and hand it back.
What are you making?
Oh, I'm trying to figure out a tea cozy, but it's
Oh,
I'm trying to
circles
pick
are
it up.
hard.
Oh, so you have to go over, under, over for.
I've been going
Oh,
under,
not this
over,
again.
That,
under.
you're doing knitting. Samael is crocheting. You don't over under.
No, you go over, under, but then the under is just the through.
It's,
Merc starts hitting her head against the wall.
1
as
second,
she's
I've got a
hearing
book.
Over, under,
As he
under,
pulls
over.
out like this, like dirty, like menu.
I
it's a
go
lot
over
easier
to the
start
same
with
wall.
squares so that you can just go back and forth instead of having to deal with circles.
Yeah, this is my 4th
There's
one.
some
I've
nice
kind of
little-
fucked up a few.
There's
a
some
little
nice little
washcloth or something?
patterns in the wall now, just from the horns.
I'll pick it up
It's
eventually. It kind of
I'm-
when you don't sleep, you do need something to fill the time.
That's absolutely fair.
As
Once you get the hang of it, it is really like a form of meditation. crochet.
Zeph can teach you how to make friendship bracelets if you're into that.
Oh, I can.
quite
Would you
good.
like to make a friendship bracelet?
Merc is very bad at it. It's kind of funny.
We use rope. I guess I still didn't get it with the rope.
Queenie, do you want a friendship bracelet?
Queenie doesn't fit inside. The tunnels are too narrow.
It's just like the tunnel is like this big, and like Queenie's face is like this big, and it's like
She just like has her whole head in there, so the whole room just smells like work
Is there a
breath.
spot where Queenie can like, poke her head through?
Believe
Like
it or
a
not,
window or
cliff
something?
face does not come with windows when you're deep within it.
from the outside
Aw.
you're looking at the cliff face, and it's just like a warg butt with a tail wagging.
Boom, boom,
The head is
boom.
just in the cave. It's like
Have you ever like in like a 2-story house or something like look down in the backyard and you just see like your dog just sitting there like looking up like I wish I could be there with you.
yep.
Like just so sad from the distance. Like that's
That's
exactly what
Queenie,
Queenie
yeah.
is doing right now. She's just pouting in the sand.
No, she's just digging. She's just.
Oh. The
She's
Ceruvian
a
elves will be
menace
very
to these
happy about that.
But Samael takes the sword back from Donovan, kind of like pauses, making some more mental connection with it. Kind of puts it to his side. Well, how did the trial go?
There's a
Exhausted.
dragon.
All right.
We won.
The dragon enjoys the chase and chased me around over and over again. But it let me go and it didn't squeeze me to death, which is really nice.
The
Very,
dragon also
very true.
enjoyed the chase with me and Queenie, and was not as nice.
It didn't really phase me that much.
And apparently we passed the you know how to handle yourself because you were able to hurt me this much.
All right.
So.
Old dragons can
We-
be fickle, interesting, curious.
Old.
Bored it seemed.
I get bored.
Seeking entertainment.
Mm.
I get that.
Yeah. It seemed like there was a lot of that.
Hmm.
Well, Samael, you were holding onto my sword.
Right. It's here somewhere.
No, for
He
fuck's
lifts
sake.
up some of the pillows and just finds it's just like tucked under.
I'll just quickly check it.
Yeah.
Fire on, fire off. It's good.
Give it a little kiss. You sword, I miss you.
Well, look, it's good. I hope Calicinder's all right.
It's busy.
Yeah.
He looked a bit worn out. But
Mm.
he's talking with the people in charge now and then thinking about heading out once the sun goes down.
Yeah.
Resting until then.
Well, that's good. I can't go anywhere until the sun goes down anyway.
Yes. Well,
How-
like we would leave you here.
I don't know how you.
How do we?
Well, you all need to go to Sathasa, and I don't believe any of you have a teleportation means to there.
I don't believe we do. But
Hmm.
even if we did, that would be a shitty thing to do to a friend.
I mean, I kind of go and. I'm not going. I can bring you to Sathasa. I probably would stay in Sathasa.
No. I meant the fact that you went out of your way to help us and bring us here, and if we just up and left without saying anything, that would be rude.
I guess. I mean, I just assume Calicinda would have written me a message or something.
I mean, that is fair. You are in the book. I was just trying to be considerate.
No, I appreciate it. It's foreign to me.
We'll get used
It's
to
been
it.
a long time.
This still feels so bizarre to just be talking to you like a normal person after all the shit that's happened.
It's a little odd, but
Trauma bonding. It'll be
It's
fine.
very odd.
I mean, would you rather me sit here and flex the sainthood and be all I am?
No.
No, not at all. It's just I never would have considered us to both be in a room and me not be scared of you.
I mean, personally, I have not seen this power, so I wouldn't be opposed.
It's a bit.
No, no,
Zephyros, it's
Zeph.
a bit gauche. Xerxes puts it on from time to time.
Yes.
It's he likes to turn it on, but
He has to
it's
turn a lot of things on
it's
apparently.
a bit gauche. This is a lot nicer.
I mean, all I've really seen is summoning us to a domain and a different plane of existence. That kind
That
of seems
different
like
guy.
very
And
basic.
the portal of
Godhood
blood
101.
wasn't surprising.
Oh yeah, that one. Oh yeah, that
Eh.
tracks. That's on brand.
It was kind of tacky. I'm kidding, Samael. Kidding.
was
That's a
rude.
joke.
That's all right. Look, it's Zeph, if you, I can show you what I'm capable of if you really want, but it's a bit.
Please don't give him godblight.
Harrowing.
That's a pain in the ass to fix.
Or you.
Well, I can't give godblight. I'm not.
Oh,
was
saints
gonna
can't
say,
do
I
that.
don't
Cool.
think
Well,
the
see, you're like
Ascended-
you're
I
not
don't
quite
think the
people,
Ascended-
like people, and you're not quite God. So I don't know
Heard it
like
here
where.
first, Donovan. Saints and gods aren't people.
Yeah. I've been telling them for years. They don't believe me.
Mortals. Sorry.
Zeph,
You seem very person to me.
I didn't mean the. I used the wrong word. Please.
what do you want to see? What of a saint? As he kind of stands like stretches his back and lets just angelic wings unfurl. Kind of just
Oh, here we go.
bit of
I'm getting a
radiant
drink.
energy off of
Somebody
him.
do one.
There's-
Is
Is
this over
this a
here
bit
like,
more-
God damn it, another person in the party that
Everyone
has
has
wings, it's not me.
wings. Like,
Yeah. Quickly after, they start staining a deep crimson and become almost like saturated with blood. As
They got
his eyes
goofy.
become dark and blackened. Well, if there's something you wish to see, I can show it to you. I don't mind. And the fangs just start coming down more as he starts embodying
Gets
his
full
domain.
on like saber tooth, like foot long teeth.
are you saying that you could show me anything?
I can show you a great many things. I've a wealth of celestial energy built up from the cult that worships me. I can do many things.
Does celestial energy work like a jar? Like the more prayers you get, the more like celestial energy goes in it, and then if you like manifest those powers, it uses it, and the level
Yes.
goes down. You have to wait for it. Does it actually? Because you're kind of smirking a little bit. It makes
No.
me feel like you're.
That's the
Okay.
teeth that get in the way.
That's fair. I just
It's
wasn't sure
somebody
how it all worked for you guys.
Send him to the Astral Sea.
Send me where?
Up to the void
That's-
between realms.
Yeah,
Do you want to go?
I'll go
I
with
mean,
you.
I've never been to the Astral Sea.
The dreamscape is it's kind of weird. I see a
Well,
lot.
do you
want to
go to the dreamscape or do you want to go to the void that connects the realms? There's-
Those are different places.
Oh, that is
Yeah.
a tough
the
decision.
astral sea? Is
There is no astral sea. There's the plane
dreamscape.
the dreamscape, or there's the astral. Like there's the great
It's
void.
the realm
great
of sleepless
expanse.
dreams.
The Great Void was what I was trying to remember my
Hmm.
Eldritch
Terminology.
Scribe World Anvil.
It's all good.
I mean, I can send you there, but it will be a tad uncomfortable.
Well, I've got banishment. I can get back.
I mean, I can always pull you back. It's not great.
Be funny.
I mean, a one-way trip would be kind of rude, as we're talking about.
Is there
Well,
any
it
realm you've
seems
always
like-
wanted to see? I can send you to any of them.
Well, it seems like we only have time for one little vacation. So, I say, Samael, dealer's choice. Where do you think that I would like to see
I don't know you.
to
that well.
demonstrate your abilities?
He kind of stares at you intently. The eye is just like almost this pure dark black. You can't see any white of his eyes any longer.
Is there any change for him on the ethereal?
No, he just seems like actually growing in stature.
Cool. Good.
All right. The domain is to do with the dark. Don't touch anything. Don't get into trouble. As he starts pulling his hands towards you, you see as he pulls his hand across in front of you, it's almost like this large swath of blood forms in front of him and starts bubbling out towards like a large circular disc. And he puts his hand straight in the middle of it and he pushes as this thing just almost like a net envelops Donnie and Zeph as it and closes around them. You guys feel yourself almost like not the same sort of comfortable like teleportation that's been done before. It feels like you're almost being compressed out of existence and you find yourself. It is dark. It is cold. Shades of grey and navy landscapes stretch out in front of you. The sky itself appears to have this almost like dense fog kind of surrounding it. You hear howls in the distance.
Sword comes out. Let's get some light happening.
I've got a guess.
You put the thing, and it seems like the air itself almost like tries to push in on the flames.
A bit more into it. Green flame blade.
It flares up, but again it starts to pull down, and you hear almost like this house turns to this chittering off in the distance, and this like dull buzz in the air of lots of, and then whoop, goes away. The buzz goes a little bit overhead, some swarm of something.
Well, Zeph, you asked for a miracle.
This certainly is something. You know, you've traveled the world and you think you've seen it all, and there's always so much more.
There's always something new. That's what I like about being on the road. Never,
Can I get a con save from both of you?
hell yeah.
Yeah.
15.
22.
22.
Oh, +5, Zeph.
No, +5? 20.
Yeah.
20. That is the
Well,
DC.
then-
As the encroaching Shadowland starts to bear down on your soul, the plane of negative energy trying to absorb any form of positive life force, you feel it almost trying to draw your essence out. You feel like giving into this, you would become almost more emaciated and shallow of a being if you stay here too long.
Be a
That-
flying Jetstar.
That being said,
That's not objectivity, sorry.
I don't think that this is a road that I would have traveled down willingly.
Well, be thankful that we're not going to be completely consumed by this place. You want to go back?
Existence is so limited.
So,
I
as
can
you
se-
start
I can
looking
second
around,
that.
you feel
That's
the ground
bleak.
beneath you almost rumble as, like, you realize one of the kind of shifting hills behind you has actually started to stand up. But as you look to this creature almost beginning to, like, raise up off the ground, you feel your entire body as if something is, like, pulling you down as the blood rises up, almost covering you, and you feel like it's going to drown you. You get pulled through the ground. Samuel just pulls a hand up in the material realm as you start just rising through the floor.
Oh,
Well.
I'm never going to get this out of my hair.
Where'd you go?
Needs a Grammy for that performance.
Do you have fun?
This one.
That is living the fantasy of D&D. Nate has
This
hair
is how
in
you
this
clean your
setting.
hair. Absolutely.
Yep.
Jen, you gotta be nice to Nate. He hasn't had hair in at least 65 years.
Fair. I'm surprised you didn't go for 69 just for the nice.
Look, I should have.
Nice.
Nah.
It's a missed opportunity, but you
We don't do
can't
this to be
condemn me
nice.
for it.
You know what to say, we miss 100% of the shots. So, as you
True.
look back into the eyes
Where'd you
kind
go?
of
So how was it?
color come back
Did you
to
have
him, he
fun?
lets the wings go back in.
Yeah.
Existence is limited, and we are smaller than the universe has ever deemed important in the world.
You're just
Okay,
not
so that-
realizing that.
That shit, what's it called? I remember it from my studies.
Existential dread and crisis, probably.
Yeah, shadows, darkness, all the goth shit.
There are beings beyond our control who are much larger than us and made purely of only shadow.
Okay, buddy.
I mean,
come
yeah,
on.
but you know, we live in a world of magic and gods.
Because don't
sense.
encourage this. He's having his moment. Come on,
I
let's
just,
get you a drink.
I would
Let's
have
get you a
loved to
drink.
see what your reaction to going to that Everin would have been. Honestly,
How can such a place be so devoid of any warmth and happiness?
Well,
Here's your-
it comes from actually.
here's your wine,
There's history behind that. There once was a civilization there, quite phenomenal, truly, and well, from little I've learned, they basically brought a moon down onto their own planet and destroyed it. And there was something
Intentionally?
inside the moon. Well, they seek to harness the power of the creature that was laying within the moon, and as it started to break apart upon impact, to keep itself sustained, it drained all life force off the planet.
huh?
Oh, they fucked up.
Yeah, just a
Right.
bit.
Morals.
Rather-
The creature cries
Calculation
out
error.
in pain and demands more from the world. Everything, and strips it from existence.
Drink your wine, buddy. Drink your wine.
I was going to say, have we got any booze here?
Yes,
Okay,
I'm-
Zeph, let's think about some pretty happy things. And wait, do I have mirror image? I don't think I have mirror image. Never mind. I was gonna start like mirror imaging. Wait, could you prestidigitation
Minor
to show
illusion?
things? Yeah, minor illusion.
Oh.
That's what.
Minor illusion, but I don't know about prestidigitation.
Can I? Oh, I do have
Use
minor illusion. Never
symbols.
mind. It's not a problem. Cool. So I'm gonna like minor illusion some like happy, like pretty things to like look at, like distract Zeph and like remind Zeph of like the positive things in the world, and there's
Oh.
things to live for.
All these wonderful things. It will
Hmm.
consume them all.
Just remind you,
Okay,
there's a much
Zeph.
easier
Would it ever
way.
become
Zeph, you're gonna
here?
feel better in about a second. Give me your hand.
Oh, okay.
As you take your hand, your heartbeat kind of starts getting a little bit quicker as you just feel like this surge of adrenaline start hitting you as he's pulling the adrenaline into your blood, and he's just look, could induce a panic attack.
Did you?
But you're not
He's-
frightened of a
he's-
panic attack because you've got 2 paladins in the room.
No,
That's
it,
not
I
how
said
panic
it
attacks
doesn't. It
work.
could.
Yeah, no.
Okay, but you didn't.
No.
Okay.
He's fine.
How are you
It's just,
feeling now, Zeph?
I'm ready to go fight Gramathea on my own.
Oh,
Actually,
that would be cool. Can you send us to Gromathea?
Let's stop.
Um,
Please ignore that request.
I
I,
can
No,
take him
no,
on.
I
I can take
won't.
him on with both hands tied behind my back.
How would you take him on then?
I kick him to death.
I will
Do you
pay
want me to
large amounts of
temper-
Calacindia's money to see that.
Okay, but like we have to go to Sathasa, and
Yeah.
it's daytime, and we
I
don't
have-
necessarily know where Gromthir is. And if we did, or
no,
we
I can
assume
help you
he-
get to him. It would take a bit of energy. I'm not doing it now. It's stupid. He's with the
Okay.
Emperor of Ghouls more than
Okay.
likely.
Okay, how much time do we have before we have to go again?
I think
We're-
in a
we're-
couple of hours.
A couple hours?
I'm gonna like leave the cave and go like try to ask like if there's like a sleepy time tea or something I can like buy from somebody.
Sure,
I'm gonna
they
go on
don't.
a run.
They don't trade in gold. What do you have to offer?
Oh, wait, what the fuck did Zeph offer for all that bread then?
Look,
Nothing.
experience.
did it
they
'cause it was
they just
funny.
gave bread.
The Petal Knights were helping Zeph.
God damn it. Okay. Let's see. What do I have? Oh,
I just-
actually,
I
this
just
works.
took the entirety of the Petal Knight's lunch. That's what it was. It's like
Literally.
I have 90 gold of woad spices and herbs, so I can give them some of that.
Hey, yeah, absolutely. That would, you find some really nice teas. There's mark of like 5 gold of that to find like these nice teas. But as you start buying that stuff, we're gonna start up a quick intermission screen while we try and get Raph in here.
Nice.
Let's
I've gotten the
go.
message. He should be okay to start. So we'll be back in about 5 minutes. Whoa.
Zeph is gonna go on a run. Goodbye.
Cool. We'll put up a note for people.
Okay, we're back. We've got one raft with slightly worse lighting.
Yes. Look, I'm ready for any horror games we're gonna be playing. Not today, but whenever that is.
Lethal
I love how
Company.
it's just like shiny forehead.
Oh yeah,
It really
yeah,
does
it's brighter than my
exemplify.
future.
Hold on, let me put the
Yeah.
emote in chat. It really
It
does
does.
exemplify
It's
this
real
energy.
Live from Dez's basement. Sorry, yeah, guys. Basement has a few tech issues
Yeah.
today.
Yeah. Why? This really does make my forehead look massive. Holy shit!
All right.
I look like fucking Megamind. Yeah.
It's the shards. It's
I
the
can't
shards,
wait for
man.
the 5-head plays.
Look, it's
Yeah.
all right.
Oh god.
The shard
look at
got
this.
placed directly into your
Try turning
brain
your ring
and is
light back on.
luminescent like a
No,
light
the ring
bulb.
light's just gonna make it worse. The ring light's off, is it?
Oh yeah, this is gonna make it look so.
Oh wait, hold
No,
on.
that's washed
No.
out.
Hold on.
It's
It's still
Color
updating on
balance is
screen
off.
for me. It's not terrible.
not
It's
terrible.
It's
Very
it's better.
pale.
It
It's a
exists.
big
I turn on
reflection.
brighter.
Oh, don't do that.
Before
That
it-
gets
Don't do
worse.
that.
But if I can turn it, I can dim it slightly.
Oh, now you're just. Oh, you are super in the basement. Oh well, now it's better.
You know that like
Raph's
really
life is just
compressed,
described
that
as
really
super in the
compressed
basement.
image when like that's just depression. It's just like this artifacted image. Like that's what it looks like.
You absolutely just artifacted into depression. Yeah.
Dang. Any of
This
those
is my
tips for
life today.
artifacting out of depression? I could use those.
You gotta turn up the brightness.
Oh wait, we're
Just
live.
artifact into the void.
We're live. Yeah,
Yeah,
we've
we've been
been
live
live
this whole time.
Hello, everyone.
I said we went live.
We're professionals.
Guys, I said we went live. I dead ass said this. I was like, okay,
They did
guys,
say
I'm
that.
going
They did
live.
say that.
I
Artifact
love
into
this.
the void with us, chat.
Really hit the oonga boonga there, didn't we?
This is the kind of content you miss out on.
Oh yeah.
But
They're not missing anything.
no, they're not. They're not. No one's missing anything. People don't care for this.
Nah, they do. They want the silly people being silly.
But think pictures as you spend your time talking to Samael off in the depths of the Ceruvian elf hold. Calicindir meets with Soraya as you make your way in, one shard claimed. She kind of looks as you walk in, kind of stands up and really takes a measure of you, and you were successful then.
Yes. I think it's safe to say that Loris approved. And is, well, was more than willing to part with the shard.
This is a first for us. I hope he didn't
I
rough
hope
you up too
that's-
much.
No. He stopped before things could go too far. But he is, a good guardian to have. You know,
He's
lucky.
exceptionally powerful.
If you don't, if you don't mind, I think that we will be leaving within a few days, but I would like it very much if this would not be the end of connection between Starless and Ceruvian elves.
You took part of the magic that helps protect our place. You are now responsible for some of our protection at the very least.
Very much so.
Still, the guiding light.
Even
is
more
part
so.
of that.
Of course. Which hopefully shall not be far away. But I think there will be a few of my kin that would be more than interested in coming here, studying, learning from your people. There is much to be gained from bringing all of our kind closer together once more.
We can see to it. In some way, shape, or form. Perhaps it is time all of us elves find our way back to what we once were. What you have found your way back to.
That would be my dream. But until it can be realized, small steps, at the very least. Not to cut each other off entirely like we have for centuries now. Be a good place to start. As for the oasis, I hope nothing drastic has happened since I have taken the shard.
The Oasis does not draw its magic from the shards. That has always been clear. It was here before we came.
Perfect.
It does not seem related. It was only Loris's power that seems to, well, protect us a bit more with that shard, but they are still plenty strong without. And our knights are strong too. The Oasis is
Right.
hard to find thanks to the storm, and Loris can keep that storm going for quite some time.
Good. I'm glad to hear it. But if there was anything that you were to ask of me, I would happily give it to you.
I do not know as of right now. It's been so long since we've actually thought someone could come and claim the shard. So, I do not know. I don't know what my people will need yet. I don't know what the future holds for us with this reality coming to pass. I don't know if this is good for us in the long run or if this is bad for us. But we have dreamt of someone like you for quite some time. Loris has foretold of someone like you for quite some time. You were just the first to pass and get this far and be deemed worthy by Loris.
Well, hopefully then this is it. Towards a good end. A good future for us all.
It's yet to be seen, but I hope so.
That it is. Do you have magic that can be used to contact me, should anything arise?
I do, yes.
Perfect. Well, don't be afraid to do so. As you said, I took upon the shard, and with it part of the responsibility for ensuring the protection here, and I will live up to that.
Well, I'm sure your friends are worried about you.
I'm sure they're fine. Probably enjoying themselves after their victory earlier, but you're right, I should see to them. Thank you, Soraya, for the hospitality that you have shown us here.
Don't make me regret it.
I will not. Until next time. Cindy will turn around and head on out.
So, making your way back in. You see Zeph, you kind of start making your way towards the sleeping hall, and Zeph's just running through the fucking halls.
What is Zeph? What's going on?
Everything
What
is
about my
okay.
sleepy time tea?
Everything is okay.
Zeph said he took off
Everything is going
running.
to die.
You've got tea, but Zeph's gone.
Everything is okay.
Sorry,
Life is pointless. I'm gonna go on a run. And just sprinting past, not
What
stopping.
have I come back into?
It's just like the
Walking further
click
is anyone
click
else
of like the
around?
claws on like the
Oh wait, actually, I can grab him. Wait, I have a thing for that. I have a thing for grabbing people and tying them down.
Oh,
do
yeah, you
you?
do. Yes, you do. I remember that shit.
Does Chains of Torment have to hurt people?
Does it have damage?
I'm pretty sure it does.
Then yeah, it's gonna do
Torment, I mean,
damage.
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
I'm sorry,
You
what was the
ain't kissing
name
the
of this
succubus.
ability again?
Chains of Torment. Sounds peaceful.
Chains of Torment. Do the Chains of Torment not do damage?
I mean-
Do the Chains of Torment actually have to torment?
It just gives you a nice little
Can
warm
I just
cuddle.
use them to chain?
Only torment.
No,
chain,
only torment.
No, I think it's a package deal. You
I
can't just
apologize.
chain,
I
it
mean,
has to
I
also be
guess I could
torment.
I could burn him into prison to grab you.
You can also just tackle the bird. You have the movement speed.
But not the strength.
Yes,
if
but
not
I
the
don't
move
have
speed-
the grapple. That's a strength
Eh.
thing.
Yeah, but does Zeph have the strength? I don't actually know how strong.
Well, he
Zeph
could
is.
use his acrobatics to escape.
Exactly.
True.
That's all right. He'll tire himself out.
That's fair. The tea will be ready when he wants some.
I mean, if
Otherwise-
next time he does a lap, I can just pull the adrenaline from the system as he walks past.
We could also just trip him.
I mean, you are fucking with this bird way too much. This
I mean, he
corvidor
asked for
way
it.
too much.
He did ask for it.
True. Very true.
Just
Is
like
it like
tie
a
a
high
rope to a
knees
rock
run,
and like
or-
pull it like a Looney Tunes to get one.
Now I'm
He's
just
literally the
imagining, like,
Roadrunner. Oh my god.
Zeph is the roadrunner.
I'm just imagining, because Corvathil are like crow or raven based, I'm just imagining the hops. It's not running, it's just doop, 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 doop.
Cal
That's
just walks back in at
adorable.
this point, just looks around. Why is Zeph running
How are
around
you?
out there like that? Good, very good, but I'm slightly
He wanted to see
concerned.
Samael's powers, and so Samael teleported him somewhere that was apparently extremely depressing. And so, in order to try to fix that horrible depression, he then gave him basically a magic shot of adrenaline.
Where did you
Now he's
teleport him?
running.
If Aurelian.
Why? Why would you do
He
that
said
to
I
him?
just seemed like a normal person to him to this point, and he wanted to see the power. I was like, well, if I teleport him somewhere in the material realm, he's going to think I'm a loser.
Zeph also
Yes, but
said
of all the
dealer's
planes-
choice.
Of all
Zeph
the
said
planes,
dealer's
there's,
choice.
there's so many more peaceful planes you could
I mean, you
sent
have
him to.
enemies in hell, even though it's quite pleasant. There's the
That's true.
abyss,
That's
So there's-
which, you know, demons, not so good. There's principle.
The Trizian?
I don't want him to come back as, like, pot machine. Shifting storms of
Wait,
chaos.
what?
No,
what
thank
about
you.
part machine? What?
It's principle. Don't worry about it. It's principled.
Okay. I'm not worried.
I'm
And
so intrigued.
I'm not exactly going to tap into anything to do with Rebosas for the next foreseeable time.
That one
And
there is fair.
The
but what
Trizian,
about the
he trips
Trizian?
over one plant and the plant's going to eat him. At
That
least
is
in-
true.
Yes,
He
but
would
you
be
trip over
fine.
instead just send him to the place that will sap him of all of his positivity in life.
I mean, for a little bit. He'll come back.
Will this wear off?
Yeah.
I mean, it did sort of put him in the perfect space for a little
Wait.
bit of news that I have.
Somebody takes a minute. There's like a moment of realization. She physically turns over to Donnie and goes, "Are you just more depressed than we realized? Are you good?"
No, Samani, I'm not good. But I'm also half a man.
You want to talk about it?
Maybe later.
Okay. Well, I have wine for it.
I mean,
No,
I
Donnie will probably be
I'll
fine. He's
hold
been
up.
hanging around with Gorthel, who's pretty similar to that sort of energy.
it's fine. I didn't affect me as much as someone who is as upbeat and positive and
Guys, I think it's
Optimistic.
working.
I mean, exercise is supposed to make you happy. I just never figured
I-
out when the happy is supposed to start.
Samani, look at me.
Yes,
I'm just slob.
I said
but-
supposed to.
It's mine. Did you not lift?
No, it
It's
Do
great
I
for the
look
mental
like I
health.
do?
You could do like lightweight. I don't know.
I mean, I fly labs.
cardio bunny.
No, but you have to have like some
Jimbro
serious
Samael.
lats for that.
Jimbro Samael.
Fucking Nate.
I mean, imagine how much
No,
faster
the-
you could fly if you got some lateral raises in. It'd probably do you a world of good.
Don't think too much about it, Samani.
I don't know what a lateral raise is.
Lateral raises lifting the weights up like this.
Neither.
Okay.
Jen's quickly googling what
so
is
flapping.
exercise.
You
What?
won't know it.
Flapping with
Fuck
weight
is a
training.
lateral raise?
It's literally flapping with weights, pretty much.
It's fair. But you have to invent a new muscle name.
Nah.
So there would be an extra additional,
No.
like,
No, the people who have wings just have 2 sets of lats. That's just what
Yeah.
it is.
Twice the lads.
But speaking of
lat
Gorthel,
major-
Donovan,
minor, lat
how did you
major.
find him?
Very good. A sword worthy of a saint.
Yeah. Was he kind of
He seemed
holding
bored.
it?
He seemed bored though.
Yeah, he doesn't get out as much as he used to. When I'm not planning world domination, I do a lot less fighting.
Yes, a lot more crocheting too. Not
Yes.
criticism.
Not Chris. I'm not very good at it. As he swings Gorthel
Criticism.
sometimes, and just
Guys, the sword's a COVID puppy.
No.
You know, everyone who got puppies during COVID and they were home all the time, and the dog got used to being able to play and do all of the stuff, and then the guys had to go back to work. And so the
Except
puppies
COVID
didn't
was a
know how to-
300-year war.
I know,
That's
but the
depressing.
sword's a COVID puppy.
Look,
And
they
playing
didn't have
games with
vaccines
the blood
back
of
then,
many
okay?
giants.
They didn't have vaccines back then.
I'll be honest with you, Samael. A sword needs to be swung, and it's no good as a decoration. And speaking plainly, it does strike a pose, but it's not good for him.
That's exactly what I was talking to him about. He may have seemed bored. He did enjoy himself. I'm currently doing a lot of planning and prepping, and I'm not fighting anything. I'm not saying forever. I'll need it when it comes time to send a few strikes towards Lizafrican. But how about until then, we do a bit of a swap. You take Gorthael out into the field.
You're sending the puppy to daycare.
Yeah. Look,
He's got many more abilities once you get him to like you. You all fought Marek, didn't you? Well, not all of you,
Yeah.
but
Well, just
Gorthael
3 of us,
made
yeah, actually.
part of the magic is Gorthael made the blades that Marek used. He can do a lot of the similar things.
He made that shit?
Oh, fuck.
Well, my magic mixed in with Gorthael was able to make the crystalline version.
Yeah, they
That
hurt.
was pretty cool.
I'm sure that was terrifying for all of you.
Yep.
Samael, I accept. Only on
died.
the that happens. Donnie died like 3 days ago.
So, somebody died that same fight with you.
Yeah, it's fine. You would strike quite the figure with a flaming sword, and I'll hand my sword over.
Look, I'll not pass with him for long, but he takes it and he'll put it to his side. I am fond of Gorthael, and I will need him for many of the fights to come, but I am doing too much planning right now, and he gets restless. And for those of you that are curious to see what Gorthael looks like, I've just put the art of Samael, official art of Samael, in the Stream Topics chat, wielding Gorthael.
That's me sword, boys.
Yeah, dude, that art is
Oh.
so
Oh
good.
my god.
That one.
Look at that
I remember
beautiful
that
thing.
one.
How can you leave it in an apartment? It needs to go for walkies.
It does. Also, your sword is like the old dog, and you live too active of a lifestyle for it now.
You
So
swap
you
with Grandpa.
send him to your parents. Yeah, literally.
What colors are the sword?
Full obsidian.
Because the photo is full.
That's a bit of
obsidian.
light, but the
Even
sword is
the-
made of obsidian.
What's the ribbony tassel thing at the top?
Oh, that's just like a bit of crimson ribbon that's kind of flows from Samael onto it.
Everything is
That's
just black and
fucking sick.
red. That's all you gotta know.
That's
I was
fucking
gonna say,
sick.
it's either black or it's red. Come
That's
on.
actually just an
Come on,
unraveling
Vampire.
grip that Samuel
Vampire
has yet to
aesthetic.
replace. It's just the grip like on a fucking tennis racket. It's just coming off, and he has not
Yeah, he
bothered
just
to
needs
tie
to
it back on yet.
retape the grip.
Oh, this is fucking depressing.
He
I'll
needs a
open
new
my mind to-
collar.
Yeah, new leash, poo bags, the whole lot. I'll reach and open my mind up to Gorthael. Are you there, buddy?
Hello, Donovan.
Your time mincing away in the dark, waiting for blood, is over.
As I've
Why
been
does
told.
Donovan
How-
look constipated?
How do you feel about getting a bit of sun?
I care little for sun, I care little for blood, but give me the glory of battle. And we'll see how good
That's-
you can be.
That I can promise you. You've got it. And I'll do something about this hilt. What have you done?
Don't touch my hilt.
No, I'll need to fix it up. It's
No,
fraying at the
I'm
edges.
perfect.
You can be more perfect.
Don't touch it. I'll unravel.
Yes, I know. But if
Good
you want
song.
the glory of Batty, I need. I'll just touch it up a little. It's fraying at the edges. You look beautiful.
Roll a persuasion check.
Yeah, right.
Come on, Donny. Come on, Donny.
I have proficiency in persuasion.
Let's go.
Yeah, that is it's 18 plus 11, 29.
Fine.
It-
Leather has to be from Ojikir.
Square deal.
I only take the best dog food.
I was sure Gorthale was gonna be like, fine, be gentle.
Nah.
There better not be an ounce of grain.
But, Donnie, you now have the +5 legendary artifact,
Mm,
Gorthale.
Yep.
big.
I gotta
Blade
take
of
it to
Samael.
walkies. We gotta be friends.
That's fucking cool.
As I sheath it, I'll turn over to Samael. Last question. Do you have any leather from Ojikir?
No, he's been asking me that for a while. I haven't gone to Ojikir in a while.
Same.
I don't have any.
I'm having like a bad geography moment. Where's Oshikir again?
Northeast of Sathasa. Zartan, where
It's-
Proxyrs.
Yeah, proxy,
Oh, okay,
the
cool.
Leon and all that stuff.
Where one of
So-
our many loose ends is.
I mean, we could
yeah.
probably find
Mm.
some in Sathasa. They trade with each other.
We could also
That'll
get
do.
some shipped to us.
No,
We're
no,
going
no,
to
no.
Shipped out, yeah.
Sathasa.
When it happens, it happens. I'll give him a nice clean up. He's been rotting for too long.
Not too
Um,
long. It's been like a week and a half, perhaps, at most.
That's too long.
Yeah, fine.
Just give me one moment. I'm gonna just see if I can grab Zeph real quick because there's something I need to discuss with all of you that's come up.
You guys have noticed that Zeph. No, hold on. You
Merc-
guys have
Merc will
noticed
just
that you guys
fly
haven't
tackle.
heard. You guys haven't heard Zeph come by in a hot minute.
Oh,
Merc
no.
gonna try and find him, just as like listening out, looking for those little tippy
You
taps.
see, Zamani like holds up like a mug of tea for you to give him.
Oh yeah, yep. All right. Do you want me to roll
That does
perception to
not
try and
count
find
up.
Zeph?
Yeah, go on. Roll perception.
That is 5 gold tea.
All right. That's a natural
That's the good shit.
15.
This
Plus
should put you right
another-
out.
17 is a 32 to find the friend.
32
You just hear
Zeph.
like, you just like hear like soft like counting in the distance, and like as you go through, it's like 753, 754, 755.
All right. I've got him. And Merkel just flying through the corridor because it'll make slightly less noise. Will
You
just be
left
like-
your booties?
I mean, she's
What
probably
about house
wearing
guest?
them, but also just like the armor that she's still wearing.
Oh, that's true.
She'll be just like, "Hey Zeph, you want some tea?"
799, 800, 801, 802,
You just doing
803.
push-ups.
804.
Is Zeph just doing push-ups?
Yep.
Merc
Yeah,
will
you see, there's
sit
like
on
4
your back.
Ceruvian elves that like have like one of their like little pots down and like a cup, and some people have like thrown tea into it. They're making wagers on when he's gonna tire out. They're just sitting there being like, "Huh."
Merc has a look.
Hello, my Kingslayers. The thing is that the running was not working, so now I'm doing push-ups, and now I've lost my count. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, do you want the push-ups to actually be a challenge, or
What do you have in mind?
Merc will sit on your back
You don't got that
in
strength. homie.
full?
You don't got that strength.
I don't
She
know.
is wearing full adamantite plate armor.
full.
My
like,
total weight is 148.50.
Wait, what?
Is this freedom units or
That's not including
this
Merkestiel's
is-
weight. That's carried weight.
Yeah,
Okay,
this is carried weight.
okay,
Carried weight
cool.
Merc has 148
I was about to say 140 with all
pounds.
that. That's not a lot.
Yep.
Merkel,
So, Just
the
add a
level.
random
don't
item
know.
of 140. Add an item of 140 to your carrying
Plus
capacity
Merkestiel's
and see
weight.
if it'll-
So, how much does
Yeah,
Merc weigh
I-
herself?
I don't know, DM. How much adrenaline did we just pump into Zephyros?
Give me a strength check at advantage.
Oh
I don't
my
know how much
god.
Merc
Strength
weighs.
check.
Athletics. Let's make an athletics.
Athletics check. I'm not proficient either way, so advantage. 7.
No, whoa, poof. Just-
Right, we need to work on that, Zeph. But first drink this. You must be dehydrated after all that exercise. Merc will hand over the tea.
No, they've been feeding me tea. It's been very lovely and very wonderful. but I think there's caffeine in it, and I don't know what to do.
Yeah, but this will hydrate you. This won't caffeinate you.
Okay,
Please.
okay,
It's my sleepy time tea.
okay, and I
Yeah.
drink the tea.
Roll me con save.
Can't save.
You get plus
Advantage
5
or
to them
normal?
standing next to you.
Just straight.
Straight. Okay. 19 plus 5 is a 24.
Yeah, somebody asked for sleep time tea, so she got a tea with a loose sedative in it. Unfortunately, you are resisting it. It's making you a little drowsy, but it's like you've just started like smacking back like Red Bulls and everything, and then dropped like a half a Zanny. Just
You got 2 melatonin gummies in you now.
I didn't say melatonin gummies.
Okay, I was
working
meaning
overtime.
Out the caffeine.
All right.
Like a normal
you-
person.
How are you feeling?
This is very strange. My body is beginning to get very tired, but my brain is racing at very, very
All right,
fast.
all right.
Tired,
Come here,
but
come here, come here.
fast.
I've only got one
Let's-
brain cell, but it's going 100 miles an hour.
You are
Let's get you somewhere-
ping-ponging.
Let's get you somewhere a bit more calm. All right, here we go. And Merc will just like pick you up and just head back.
Okay, how? Bridal style? Over the shoulder? Which way?
Bridal style, of course.
Okay, well, guys. So how does
I'm
it
gonna
feel
Because
practice-
of the
to be
height.
the arms of a big, strong lady?
Just
Well,
like
because of
over
the
like
height
wait,
of-
bridal style is like what? Like in
Bridal
front?
style
In the
is
front.
like
Oh, okay.
In the front, because I'm pretty sure
The
if I threw
romantic
you
one.
over my shoulder, your beak would hit the ground because you're fucking huge.
That's true, actually.
You just
Merc
hit
isn't
Zeph's
that
head on
tall.
every fucking doorway as you walk through, because Merc has no dex.
Ow. Ow.
Yeah.
Ow.
okay. Well,
Zeph
before
is
that
unconscious
happens,
by the time you get back. You just
before that happens, how does it feel big in big, strong lady arms?
at home.
Oh yeah.
Relaxed for the
Merc,
first time in many moons.
Merc has 22 strength. How's that make you feel?
Look, I've been in the arms of very strong women before in the past. It is once you've been in it once, it's about the same.
Oh, well, that's mean. A sword gave me this strength.
Not a
The
woman enjoyer.
slander.
All right, come on then.
You're
Yeah,
like blue
Merc will-
cold Carlock.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Yeah. No, but yeah.
I mean, you
Haven't
came
got a
out
fucking-
first, but like, have you
I,
seen?
I don't have an engine in my chest.
I mean, that's a skill diff.
True.
Yeah.
You just got hooves.
Mm,
Okay, Merc,
um,
careful, somebody. That's
Hi.
torture words. Careful, somebody.
yeah.
But as you
All
make
right,
your way back
Merc
to
will just-
the sleeping chambers, everyone kind of sees Zeph get carried in, who's just like, still like, not quite worn out.
See
Guys, did you
Zamani
all-
just like prestidigitating like a tea kettle type thing that she got from, I assume, like the cave is stocked like a hotel would be.
It is
Mm.
not.
Guys,
it is
did
not
you
a
know
hotel.
that
They
the
do not normally
circum-
have guests.
Did you know that the circumference of the town is exactly 5.14 miles? And
What's your
with my
favorite
current
flavor
speed,
of tea,
I'm
Zeph?
able to chamomile. And
Cool.
I'm able to
I
run
make the tea prestidigitate into chamomile and I give it to him.
and I'm able to run the entire distance within
Concept.
22 minutes.
Paladins, are you letting Zeph get the aura on him or not?
Nah.
8.
Donnie, yes. 8. It like
Wait,
Zeph
yes?
like
13.
13. Okay, as Zeph starts speaking, he starts like just slurring into this dull mumble until he just goes quiet.
And 20,
This is
22.
holy.
22 minutes divided by 5.14 miles is 4.1, which
What
is
is in this
very
tea?
wonderful.
Okay.
Very wonderful.
Samuel kind of looks over.
Marathon pace.
No, that's I think it's the old elven style, and perhaps maybe they mistook sleepy for sedative.
Oh, well, I mean,
Fair
it
enough.
worked.
Interesting.
We draw on his face, now, right?
Will
Yeah,
cleansing
absolutely.
touch
Of
fix
course.
this?
Although
No,
we'll
it's
have
not
to
a
just draw on
spell.
his beak because the feathers, you know, that might stain, and
Good
then that
point,
would be a little
true.
too far.
So do I tell him my news
Because
now?
Zeph
Or...
would do in this situation.
Vinny, the commitment's amazing, but your camera cannot figure out how to focus.
Your camera's just going. Vroom, 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 vroom.
That's not the camera. That's Zeph's brain trying to counteract the adrenaline in the sleepy time.
True. Okay.
You
So
gave
what's
him
the old
hella
Elvish
up-
word for sleepy time?
You gave him
for
hella
tea?
uppers and hella downers. Okay, like
Suicide Sunday incoming. I just messaged Rap. We gave Zeph MDMA and Suicide
Zeph
Sunday
is
coming.
Zeph is crossed as fuck right now. Like
Samani pulls like her little like journal notebook thing out of her tits, and she's just like, okay, so what's the difference between sedative and sleepy in old Elvish?
The words are like basically the same. It's like a slight pronunciation. And he's like, oh yeah, no, that's how you made that mistake.
One has an umlaut and one
so
doesn't.
she's
It's all in the
like,
inflection.
she's like writes down a little notes for like the future. Got it.
While they're doing that, I'm going to use the little-known feature of prestidigitation. You can make a color, small mark, or symbol appear on an object or surface for 1
Yeah.
hour. He's getting a mustache on the beak.
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
love it.
Yes.
on like the end of it where like Zeph can't see it.
Yeah.
Perfect. So the information, I mean, I was hoping to, tell you all with everyone coherent and awake and stuff, but
I can fix him if you need me to.
how are you meaning fix? Because like
Send it
you
back to the gorilla, of
counteracted
course.
depression with adrenaline, and that didn't work well.
It worked fine.
It's
thank
not
you.
an exact science. You kind of have to wing it a bit.
Also, the depression is apparently
but-
short term, kind of like a seasonal thing.
I think saying wing it near Zeph is a bit offensive. Anyway,
He's asleep. Don't worry about it.
yeah, it
Yeah,
feels weird.
Either way, if it is, you should ask
Kinda
to see
puts
if
his
it is.
hand down
Yeah,
on
this
Eddie,
his
is
that is so
shoulders.
fucking cute.
Is that
Also,
your...
wait, you're paladins. You can do the hangover cure thing and fix them too.
It's
It's
not
not
a
poison.
spell.
What?
It doesn't work like that.
What do you
It
mean it doesn't
only
work like
works on-
that? I literally just gave him a sedative. That doesn't count as a poison, but alcohol does.
Someone else, do you want this one or?
I'll take it. As you see, the eyes kind of just darken again as Zeph, you just feel yourself like just like relaxing, calming, the adrenaline subsiding, but there's enough that's kind of like being pushed back into you to wake you up, and it's just like this odd, like you're coming and going, just like trying to balance out. Yes, Jen, coming. Everyone stop for a second. Zeph came. Everyone, okay? We're good.
Let's
Zeph
go.
came. Are we good now?
Look, with the
But did he
adrenaline,
go
I'm
as
ready
well?
to go. With the adrenaline, I'm just ready to go again.
He's ready to come. Okay. So
Fucking hell.
That refractory
We are
period,
children.
completely gone.
Absolute children.
yeah, I had to stop to acknowledge how silly it was.
Fuck's
I
sake,
am what
Jen.
I am.
I know.
All right.
can't
For
help
better or let's be honest, worse.
So
I
after
never
that,
said I was good. You're the one who decided to invite me here.
Look, I've made many mistakes in my life, and being
And you
alive
make one
is
every
of them.
day you let me stay at this table.
I thought you were gonna say every day I decide to wake up, and I was like, facts.
Hey, the pre-chat is leaking out onto stream again. We need to reel it back in.
Okay.
True.
But Zeph, you get
We're
pulled
extra
to.
silly today.
So I have some news. I spoke to Nemivana yesterday in regards to the vision that they've seen.
Oh.
Yes,
Alright.
they are terrified. They don't see a win here. They don't see us beating the dragon before the Void Dragon, I think is what it was referred to as, is assembled. They only see the end. That's why they haven't shared it.
Makes sense.
I've never seen them more scared.
Well, we know everyone,
Alright.
every ascended had a different vision. So
Also, why do all of the Ascended just forget the whole thing of like, hey, visions are in flux. It is not the truth of what will happen. It is not the end all be all of all of
well,
the
a
shit.
lot of our prophetic visions come true.
It
Yes,
it
but a lot
depends
of
on the
them
source of
don't.
the visions.
True, but
Yes.
remember, this is
Visions
a unified
are
thing.
unreliable.
we all agree they're unreliable, but most of the Ascended had visions on how they would fix it, how they themselves would be the one to fix this issue. So they're all
Look
working.
at all the problems that's caused.
Yeah, but they're all doing it under, and self-included with that, recent events, doing what we can to try and make sure there is something to save. Apart from Serok and all them, they're probably not. Let's be honest.
Right.
So yeah, I still have faith in this whole plan that we're working on, but that information needed to be passed on.
I mean, the possibility of failure was always in question in my mind, at the very least.
Yes, but for Nemavana to be the only one of the Ascended that we've heard of to say that they see loss, they don't see a win. They only see us losing.
Maybe that just
Every
means that
other
Nimavana
one-
themselves couldn't, right?
Precisely.
Must mean if we go by the same logic, it's just that Mavana doesn't have a pathway to power or such that they see for themselves to stop the Dragon King.
I didn't see the whole vision. They were too scared
Was
to
there something?
think about
was there
it, to
some-
remember it.
Sorry, Macastiel. Was there something that you inferred from it personally?
Pure fear. Just the purest form of fear. That's all I got. That's all I could really get. It took a lot of convincing on my part for me to see any of it. You know how
Right.
difficult that is for me.
In regards to your own thoughts, having seen it personally, what do you believe?
Pretty fucking scary. I hadn't seen anything at all. It had just been what you guys had all said about this dragon coming over. And the flashes I saw, they are immense.
Yeah.
But I have faith in us. This team, this family. And if we all think we can do it, then we can do it.
Oh, just the five of us? Absolutely not. But that's why we're gathering friends.
Exactly.
That's why hopefully we can get all the gods to work together, and then maybe.
Good fucking luck.
Okay, I know it's a long stretch. You don't have to laugh. You're a
It's
part
funny,
of trying to
it's
get
funny.
everyone together.
Yeah, it's
Pretty funny.
Zamani, I tried to do that, and we saw how well that worked. And that was 4 of. You know how many gods there are?
Yeah.
I mean, we do.
Why do you think? Why do you think we're putting his god back together?
Actually, there were 5 of us. Tuvu was there too.
Never forget.
Also, I mean, I assume the guiding light has some sort of influence over all of the ascended, considering they all ascended from a piece of him.
Imagine
Very
not.
Why not?
Interesting. I don't know. The thing is their connection to Rebosa and being celestial stronger? Especially once we take all the shards away from them.
I guess wouldn't it have to be overwhelmingly stronger? Like it probably makes sense for the major gods.
I don't think
I'm
so.
not too sure.
Based on my understanding, what the shard's predominant usage power that gave the Ascended was it opened up the pathway to gain power from prayer. Made them celestial in their nature. They took on domains, if we're to believe, of such of the guiding light aspects of his power, gained some of them, but that's the power doesn't come from the shard any longer. The shard just unlocked
The
the
shard was
ability.
the key,
I
not
see.
the conduit.
Okay, that was just to be fair. It's not like I've ever been super
Yes.
close with the pantheon that exists or had any formal instruction in how religion and gods and things work here. So everything that I know is basically just things that I've picked up from you guys for the most part.
That's
and
fair.
Xerxes.
Yeah.
really the only kind of like godhood I've had any connection with is Xerxes. And to be honest, I didn't know if he was real for most of my life, and I just thought of him as my pen pal. Because at least then somebody was listening, and it turns out somebody was actually listening.
Yeah, it's a very strange feeling when the entity that you've been reaching out to finally, reaches back. It's very weird.
Oh, I just thought it was exciting. A little embarrassing, given everything that I've told him.
True.
Also a little embarrassing because I haven't really changed my habits at all, so.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, Xerxes knows a lot.
Well, look, Zaman, if
Probably
you
more
want to
than
know
me.
anything about the current ascended divinity of the realm, I kind of know them all personally, so you can ask.
True. Does godhood break people?
Oh, yeah,
Because
100%.
Okay. I figured it had to, because they all...
I'm only a saint and my mind is difficult to put together. I recognize bits of myself that I've lost from before I was...
It's like they
a saint.
stop being people and they start being archetypes of
No,
themselves.
they stop being mortal.
yeah. They lose the
I
soul.
mean, that's fair. I guess, like, the
perspective
multifaceted,
shifts. They're
Messy
not-
thing.
the level of power that even I as a saint get access to is far more than. And let me tell you this: as a mortal, I was good. I was like, fucking, I was Gorthel. I was good.
We've
Like
heard
a
the
good
tales.
guy or just good at what you do kind of good?
Both.
Or both? Fair.
Yeah.
I was exceptional. I was one of the generals of humanity's resistance against Jotuns. I fought Jotuns, and as a saint, I am so much more, for better and worse.
It's fair.
Imagine
just
that, but
interesting.
more for the actual gods. They become fractions, not full parts of what they were. The connection to what reality is like for a mortal soul is not the same. It's
So then is that only a celestial thing? Because the old gods don't seem to have that, at least of the ones that I've met, and then the dragons
gods
don't
are
seem to have that
different.
either.
they were never mortal. Their
True,
mind
but
was
they
not. Mortal minds were not made for godhood. I say that as a mortal ascended to sainthood.
Mortal minds should have never ascended.
Probably not. But we needed to. If we didn't, well, no humanity, no finding shards for you.
True.
Was.
There would just be a lot of Jotuns everywhere.
Or worse, there'd be Jotuns with the shards.
Ugh.
Fair.
They.
So where does that leave us?
I mean, I'm not worried about Nemivana's vision. I have my own. I had my own. Still have my own. Still have the temptation at times to try and go for it, but I'm doing my best to not. Making
I appreciate
friendships, giving my sword to Donovan, the like.
Do I believe that, Des?
You can insight if you want.
Absolutely not. The guy's a bastard. Never believe him.
Yeah, my dice don't like me today. That was a 14. Mm.
The gremlin
He's
energy is
off
strong
at
today, isn't
3.
it?
It really is.
He's talking from a place of emotion and passion.
Cool.
And honestly, it means a lot.
So much gets heightened when you ascend. Your capacity for knowledge, power, love, lust, all emotion is so much more.
Because you can do so much
Loneliness.
more with it.
Fear, all of it. But it was necessary. Was it good? No. But you don't always do things because they're good.
No, you do things because you have to.
Exactly.
And I absolutely understand that one.
I think the only one that's actually retained the majority of who they were is that fucker Xerxes.
It's fair.
Mm.
It's interesting to think, though. The way that everybody just, it's like they become archetypes.
Hmm.
Like their domains end up influencing and really kind of changing who they are in a way.
Maybe it's the prayers that change them. If you hear the same thing every day, some days you start waking up believing it.
That makes sense.
Exactly. But look, for better or worse, we have what we have. And we'll do with it
Does
what
it-
we can.
Does a god with no worship become immortal again?
We don't know. No, not mortal. Not possible. Celestial, like an upper angel, perhaps. Is the theory. It's never happened, though.
Interesting. Okay. I'm sorry. I just don't know how gods and things work.
But I mean, look at Celelio. She's such drastically less prayer than she has, but she's still classified as a major god from the sheer amount of power she actually has.
Mm.
How does she have her power then if it's not from prayer?
Burning people.
Burning people alive, and it's the odd few that still pray to her to not burn them alive. Prayer out of fear is still prayer.
Why does burning people alive give her power?
Blood is the original essence of magic used as materials, so. And the soul.
Does all magic come from blood?
No.
Also, from my understanding, prayer is a rather loose term for the Ascended. So long as sacrifices and things are done in their name, that counts as prayer, so
Prayer.
to speak.
She gets quality, not quantity, I suppose.
Intensity. That's for sure. It's interesting.
Sure.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Speaking of, actually, weirdly enough, speaking of Celelio, when are we wanting that whole thing to? I mean, we discussed the potential of it.
I mean, that's on you, buddy.
Can it
Mhm.
please be after the current talk that's happening within the next 10 days? Like, can that be like maybe the next thing?
Roger that.
Just because if we end up doing that and then she decides she wants to burn the whole world or something, or it goes really badly, then that's really going to throw a wrench on that whole like talk plan, and that's kind of important.
If the world is burned, then the talk doesn't. I'm kidding, of course.
No, exactly. If the world is burned, then the talk doesn't happen. If the talk doesn't happen, then those who are left are still going to be like.
Oh, but there's no
supporting-
world at that point.
I mean, it depends on how effective she is and how quickly.
Yeah.
Point is, I
Anyway,
think,
all right,
one
cool.
thing at a time, more than anything.
We do good at that.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
Do something.
Well, I'm going to go to sleep then if we don't have anything else we need to do or want to talk about. Since
Well,
we're
I
going
was
to be
thinking
waking up.
continue our conversation from the other nights, man. As you just walk.
I mean, I would absolutely love to, but I am mortal. And this mortal ass needs sleep. And unless you can fix that for me,
I mean, I can do something about it for the night.
it's not an adrenaline thing. Like, actually, hey, you get the full benefits of having slept for the entire time. Because if so, then sure, I'll stay up with you and talk.
Oh, absolutely. What are your thoughts on consuming blood?
I mean, I've experienced
there
knife
before.
play. It's been a part of the thing, but it's not my preference or normal go-to.
Some people find it moreish.
It's a vampire joke, I guess, and I like it.
Thanks.
But look,
We've done it. Does it
I don't-
taste different when you become a vampire? Or does it
Mm.
still taste like the same thing as before? It's just like, oh, yeah, you like it more now.
I think it's an acquired taste. You
Hmm.
can differentiate.
Understandable.
Look.
Well, because like books kind of tend to like sensationalize things. They're like, oh, it tastes like foods or things that you liked when you were immortal. And I just was wondering if that was kind of the case, or if it's still like, no, this is just blood. You just like it now. Like when you feed a kid alcohol for the first time because you're trying to scare them away from it. Then generally, as they're like teenagers, they like drink more, and then they tend to like alcohol. Like it's an acquired taste kind of a thing with blood and
You
vampires.
had
Or
bad
like,
parents, didn't you?
I didn't have parents.
That's still correct statement then, I suppose. You had bad parents. Look, it's always going to have the underlying taste of copper.
Okay.
But
Just one.
It's, as I said, if you do want to stay up for the entire night,
Yeah, sure.
blood of a
Fuck it.
saint. Yeah, sure. He kind of just pricks his thumbnail into his palm and just pulls out a small vial and squeezes some out into this vial, hands it to you. It will probably give you a little bit of a high.
Not the first time. Just-
It won't be the last.
cool. And I'll just stay up all night chatting then.
Yeah. So, well, all day.
All day chatting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Calicinda, what will you be doing for this time? Will you be sleeping? Will you be...
Would you should ask that. Calicinda's going to find somewhere nice in the oasis, somewhere beautiful. You know, probably by the actual water, maybe, by plants. And he's just sitting there. He's going to open his book that contains everything in it, and flick towards the back pages, which contains the names for messages, where he messages people.
Okay.
And he's going to look at the name of Joranvir, and he's going to start writing on it. Joranvir, this is Calicinda. I don't know if this is foolish of me, or if this is perhaps overdue, or perhaps wishing for something that will never come true, but if you are still out there, if you are still alive, please send me something. Just let me know. However you can. I would very much appreciate that. And I know Bridget would as well. She's safe. And she's... well, misses you. And lets the message go through.
You wait eagerly. Any response, just perhaps hope for someone you'd started to get close to, someone that you just anything, any sign. We're gonna get to a little bit of a cutscene as the magic flows across the ether, making its way through the roots of the woad, finding target, finding purchase deep below the surface. We see someone chained up against a wall, arms above his head, nothing from the waist down, entrails still just spilling out of him, these odd wires of copper and brass sticking into his neck, eyes gouged out. There's like a sigh of breath as Jarnveer cocks his head to the right and thinks for a hard second, weighing up the options. He made a sacrifice to keep you safe, and responding puts you in danger. Calicinda. I would normally roll the golden snitch for this, but I do not have it any longer. Can you roll me a d20 and let me know the result?
I absolutely can. A d20, is this like any modifiers to it, or is it just a flat
I'm just
roll?
asking you to
Just a
roll me the
flat roll.
d20 and I'll let you know what happens.
Des, first roll in my possession. Let's go, baby. Okay, that's not a nat 20, but it is a 19, which is still higher than what I'd normally roll.
Almost like all the air coming out of his lungs. A breath in for a sigh. As there's like this hard like contortion to his face, just weighing and trying to resist the want for salvation. Is she all right?
Good to hear your voice. She's good. She's good. She's safe. She's healthy. I dread to ask where you are, because I already know the answer. If it's where I think you are, just say yes, just agree. I just need to know. I will not act out of rash or too hastily in this, but we will come for you.
A couple seconds pass. There's nothing to get. I would very much more appreciate it if you just consider me on the other side. Somewhere happy. Somewhere safe. I don't wish for much. Just keep my daughter safe.
Regardless of what happens, I can assure you that she will be kept safe for the rest of her life. I assure you of that. Up into my last dying breath. I promise you, Joranvir. But if I can do something about you, about this situation, at any stage, I will try. Like I said, I will not act hastily. But I will try. You are not out of hope yet, Joranvir. You are not lost.
Couple seconds pass. As you see, well, the audience will see Joranvir chained to the wall. Just like, no eyes in the sockets, but just tears start to well in the face. There's not much left to save. Protect yourself. In the state I'm in, I wouldn't survive the trip. I'm not worth it. Keep yourself safe.
Joranvir, you will be whole again. With Bridget. This is something that means very little to you, but to my people at least. The stars will return. You will be whole again. And we will get you out of there. So long as you're alive, there is something to save. So long as you still draw breath, I will make sure that you and Bridget are reunited once again. I promise you that. You don't need me to ensure that she is safe, to ensure her security when you will return yourself. And make sure of that yourself.
Couple seconds. I do not need it. I assure you I will not survive. No. Just tell her I love. Cut off.
Alison is just going to
As
just
we see audience see the cells get opened, and we cut the camera back to Kingfishers.
Alison is going to run immediately to where he knows Samael and Zamania. There's the first bit where he doesn't know where anyone else is, but he's just running straight to that location. And just like, I imagine almost just like dramatically just like pushing open the
Everybody's
door.
in the
Or
same
there's no
place
door, but,
together,
like,
basically. It's
we
just some
haven't
people are asleep and other people
Maybe
are
the
up
stress
and
on
just
your
kinda whispering
face.
quietly.
You're like, no, they heard him.
It's a really tense moment, and I had something ready to go for Zev, but it's not appropriate for the moment.
Alcinda just rushes back in there, just locking eyes straight away with the rest of them. John Veer's alive.
What?
John Veer's alive.
Well, we have to go get him.
He's in the holds, the cells, whatever they have of the Emperor of Ghouls, I imagine. I don't know what they've done with him, but he did not sound good. He did not sound barely clinging to life. But we have to get him. Obviously not immediately, that is suicidal, but
What's this?
we need...
Jornvir's alive.
Jonavir.
Jornvir.
Like the one who died, Jonavir.
Yes, like the one who
Yes.
died, Jornvir. Apparently he did not die.
He's not
I
dead.
just knew he was
Fuck.
a tough fucker to kill.
That he is.
Fuck.
I'm so sorry.
And of course, he begged us to not rescue him, but there's no way that's not going to happen.
Zephyros, you know Bridget.
Yes, I do know Bridget. Bridget is very lovely.
Bridget's father went to help rescue Bridget and also all of the rest of the captives. And then the Emperor Wolf showed up and he
Killed
overloaded
himself for us.
Sapperstone in order to deal a blow to make the Emperor Wolves withdraw so that we could escape. And we thought he died.
I do remember it was spread across. This is commonly known information.
Okay, well, I didn't know the player that it was commonly known information. I thought chat would want to know, and I thought Zev didn't know. So shush.
So, Money, why are you getting so heated?
Shut up, AJ.
Right.
If he's with the Emperor of Ghouls, it's suicide.
The gods fear to go there.
Was the Emperor of
Somehow,
Ghouls-
once upon a time, you did promise, or at the
I mean,
very least,
I
provide
can
some
help
assurance
you
that you would
fight
help
the Emperor
against
of
the
the
Emperor of
Ghouls.
Ghouls.
Going in to try and just storm them now. I mean, I can help when I'm a god, perhaps.
Yes, that's what. It sounds extra urgent because it feels extra urgent, but we know right now is not an option. We mean when the time comes.
They
How
heard
did
him
he
speaking
sound?
to me, though.
But they're obviously keeping him alive for a reason. Because if not, we could potentially get him back.
Donovan has been
Yes,
half
India.
asleep at this
Calasindia.
time. He's bait.
Of course he is. We
Yes,
know he is.
Of course he is.
But
That doesn't
why?
mean that
Yes,
we're not
Zeph.
going to fall for it whenever we think that we can actually get there.
Oh no, we're
Zeph,
going.
sorry.
But what are they looking for? What do they want? Do we know this
Want to tell
information?
us, India.
The
No,
Emperor of
I
Ghouls
don't know what they want.
wants to similar goals as I once had. Have his empire of undeath spread across all of existence.
Do undead bodies still rot and decay over time? Or do they like kind of preserve?
Yeah, they can preserve a
Magic
little bit.
preserves them?
Well, because like if the entire world becomes undead, would you eventually run out of people and there would be nothing because the bodies would decay into nothing?
You'd have skeletons.
I mean, advanced form of undead, like we've seen with the Darakul, don't tend to decay quite as much.
I just didn't know.
Look, if Jornvir is down there, that means the Emperor of Ghouls has found a use for him.
Exactly. Which makes sense because Jornvir knows a lot of magic, especially when it comes to Sapperstone, and I don't really want to think about what the Emperor of Ghouls could do with Sapperstone.
Then instead of going to rescue him, can we kill him?
Who? Jarnvir?
That is an option I was
John
thinking
Fear.
of. There is very powerful resurrection magic that can resurrect without the need of a body.
No, you
Yes,
do not
but we don't have
understand.
access to that.
If he is as captive as you say, this entire time, then there is suffering there that he does not deserve.
Yes, but I don't think any of us have the ability to long distance kill somebody that we don't even know where they're located at.
Samael, we do not need to defeat a god. All we need to do is remove his
One man.
existence.
In theory, I could do it. If he is weak enough in his current state, I could kill him.
Did he sound weak, Cal?
Yes.
I know this is Joranvir, but this would be
He might have magics preventing him from dying.
to be a kindness.
We also don't know what they have set up to keep him alive exactly. We don't know the circumstances.
I mean, I assume the moment he dies, he becomes a Darakul.
That is a safe bet.
So it wouldn't be anything for him except for another form of torture and suffering.
No, I can. If he is, remember, I was trying to kill Jorn for some time for the betrayal, for the failing.
Fair.
I can't just stop someone's existence, but there's an innate connection. Being one of my generals, and if he is in an extremely weak position, I can do something similar to what I did to Anathor. Take the soul. Crush the soul.
Wasn't he part of your bloodline? We found a letter that was
Yeah,
encoded
similar.
similarly to us. Yeah.
You guys also all broke that. So.
Yeah, we did.
I can't remember. Did Jory also break it?
Yes.
Yes.
Cool.
He
Been a
came
while.
to the Ivorun with us.
Okay, cool. It's been a long time.
So if you do this, do you have to crush the soul? Because you had talked about potentially being able to bring Anathor back. Could we bring Joranvir back if he wanted?
I can promise this. I can't even make any promises that it will be enough to kill him. I don't know what's keeping him alive.
That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
Do we
If
think it's
you-
better?
Can we find out?
Cal, what did he say? You said that he begged us not to get him.
Mhm.
What did he say?
He wasn't worth it. That he was too far gone. Not to risk ourselves, he wasn't worth any sacrifice made to save him. That we should just let him die. Or let him suffer. I don't think they'll let him die.
They won't let him die.
Donnie, do you have access to scrying?
Nope.
I do.
Can we
I'm pretty
try?
sure-
Do you think it would work?
I don't know,
I don't have an orb.
but we can always try.
I don't have a focus.
I mean, I probably have one in my bag.
Can I say I think I? Oh no, I gave it back to
You did give it back.
the yeah.
I do have scrying. I can try.
Sure.
I mean, we can always try. Worst case scenario, it doesn't work.
Is that the worst case scenario?
I don't want to think about the worst case scenario.
So, you see, he
Could
reaches
the
in the
magic
bag,
be
pulls
traced?
out this very beautiful silver mirror and the small little font. And one of the perks of the jobs, he lays his hand on top of the water in the vial and blesses it, creating holy water instantly as a saint.
Thank you.
I mean, that's yeah.
Is it indicative to the little mirror that we had in order to contact Joranvir? Zamani we were never really told what the activation word was, but while she's doing this right, she'll definitely do like the little word. Because it's similar and it kind of harkens back. And I'll sit down and for the first time in my entire life cast scrying.
Hell yeah.
So, do you have anything? You have
have
you're familiar
mirror.
with him? Do you have a possession? You do have a possession of his?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he never took it back.
No. So you must make. a
And also, he
wisdom
gave us
save.
all the
did
rings
give
as well.
Yeah, I also have the ring of expedited flight that he gave me.
Mm-hmm.
So he, in theory, has a -9 to his scrying save.
Yep.
Let me pull up his character sheet. 'Cause
And
memories
he
are
could
right.
potentially infer as well after having communication with Cal that we might want to check on him. perhaps.
What's your spell save DC, some money?
Good question. We figured this out last
Is it
time.
19?
19.
So he has plus 13 wisdom. With an 8, that makes it
21.
21 minus 9, because you have spell goes through. Zamani, you see a cruel looking chamber with black iron bars. You see, similar to how Teethan was upon a time, was chained up to a wall. You see both of his eyes have been torn from their sockets. Scars down his face. He has disheveled his hair in front of his face. From the waist down, it is just his entrails spilling out onto the ground. He has copper and brass pipes dug into his neck and shoulders and chest. And just on the periphery of the vision, you can hear a voice. To think 2 generals. Looks like you picked the wrong side, as Gromathir is speaking to the chained up Jarnvir. Speaking. Callisinder, I assume. I did a bit of a number on Donovan. I wonder is he back yet? Need a new body. They're not coming for you. No one is coming for you. You probably told them that, didn't you? Because you're right. You're not worth anything other than for me to study and report to the Emperor of Ghouls. Lucky he found you. That blast really pissed him off. But as you see the figure kind of come into focus now, as he gets like this hot iron and presses it, you just hear Jarnvir start screaming as he presses it into his chest, bare as the copper pipes heat up going into his own body. Next time, just shut up. And scream. It gets too much, you just pull back.
Do it.
Do what?
I'm looking at Samael. Do it. Please.
Okay.
So he kind of sits down and crosses his legs. And the eyes blacken again. The wings come out and saturate with blood. As he puts his hand to the ground, and you just see his hand almost necrotize as he pushes into the ground, and you just see like a pool of blood swirl around on the ground, and he pushes it, and it fades underneath the surface. Maybe it works.
Okay.
Is there a way to tell? Like,
You could
can I
scry
tell
again.
through scrying? Okay, so I have to do it again?
I'll let the same save go through.
Okay.
So,
Yep.
as you
As soon
kinda
as Samael gives me the
grimacent
word.
ready yourself to look back in, your eyes travel below again. The first thing, before vision even starts to solidify, you hear the screaming. And you see magic of similar nature to Samuel's start bubbling on the floor. As it pours up, you see it kind of attaches and latches onto Jarnvir. And then the screaming gets maybe 10 times worse as you see the pipes start vibrating in his chest and shoulders and neck, as you see they almost get sucked up into the walls. The blood pulled through.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
And you see Gromit looks around and he just starts cackling.
And Jory is still.
In more pain now.
Yep.
Then he goes limp. He goes, "Oh, you fell asleep. I passed out. That's all right." as he tilts his head back and you see he uncorks a potion to wake him again, and it starts all over again. And we fade to black.
Sorry.
Merc will just put her hand reassuringly on Zamani's shoulder.
I
She's not saying
appreciate
anything,
it.
just-
Please don't.
Okay. She'll
What's
step
going
back
on?
then.
He said,
Didn't work.
It made it worse.
We had to try.
I'm gonna go for.
Okay.
Tried.
Thank you for trying, Samael.
We'll figure something out. When we have a chance to do something, we'll figure something out.
We will.
I'm just gonna.
Zamani just walks out.
Hmm?
What's everyone else doing? Zamani leaves the room.
Oh,
Just sit
Dunny's
there.
going back to sleep.
How's gonna find
Zephyros,
somewhere quiet.
Zephyros wasn't able to sleep, so he made something. This was what I was gonna present, but now the mood is very dark.
I love you, Zeph.
It's
But
got
you take
little
off the
shopping
legs and you could have
bags.
modeled jar and beer.
Sorry.
Wow.
Fuck.
But as the day progresses, eventually close to sundown, unless there's anything someone wishes to do other than rest.
So I definitely does a self punishment flying in a sandstorm for a little bit, and then comes back, and then tells Samael that she owes him for a favor. Might not have worked, but you still went through it.
I think I perhaps owe you a bit more than you owe me. 4 years of favors, at least.
We'll call it working towards even then.
Happily.
PTSD and trauma do not go well together. Let's talk about something fun. Did you do positive things? And then it just like kind of like trails off into like trying to
Talk
find
about
any kind of
anything.
positivity in the world.
Yeah, he'll tell you of a time when he was in love before he was a god, before he was a saint. And it's a beautiful story of a man he fought alongside during the 300-year war.
Zamani will note that she's never heard that. And she doesn't know if it's been shared before.
You've only heard of it once when he said he brought you to the crypt of his lover, and it's the same name.
She asked if she then, like, I guess somewhere, and it's like, could I write it? Or would you rather keep it?
I'd rather keep it.
Of
So
course.
much of my life is public now.
That's understandable. Everything that I've ever heard about you has been bad or scary. I thought it might be nice to add something positive, sweet to the mix. But it's a very personal, private thing. So I would rather do whatever you're comfortable with and makes you happy.
Eros was too good. I would rather not. I don't want his name to be sullied by associating it with me.
I know that feeling. I look over and go,
Calacindra's name must be sullied by being with you then. Or is it
"Oh,
the other way around?
absolutely.
Is your name sullied by being with him, losing a bit of your
No,
street cred?
his is absolutely sullied by me. What do you mean?
Well, look.
I'm a
a-
street urchin surface dweller that he brought home to the super elitist underground magically advanced snobby society of people.
Yeah, but let's be honest. Outside of arranged marriages, he's a bit of a loser. Wouldn't get much better. Like, gonna find someone in a library? Probably not.
I know there's a lot of book nerds down there. It's just a lot of them are also religious zealots, which is
Yeah, but like, no one can rock it like you.
oh, thanks.
He's just having a bitch. He's just like
Yeah.
straight shit talking.
We're having a girly pop moment, and everyone just needs to chill. Okay.
Awesome. Callous India. Straight facts. Straight facts.
Alright, this is fucking straight up Callous
Catching
slander. I don't know, this
strays.
is Callous slander. This is Callous slander. I won't take any more of it.
But as the night comes and the sun goes down, it gets much more bearable in temperature. You all start waking up for the day and well, for the night.
Right. We're gonna head off then, or
Yes.
You all need to go to Sathasa.
It's not wasting more time.
Yes, please, if you don't mind. I know we've asked a lot of you.
It's alright. I probably won't go myself.
That's fair.
Good, that's for the best.
It might be a bit of a shock.
hmm.
Look, for sure. Let's get out of
Thank you.
the oasis before I open up another portal.
Yeah, they probably wouldn't appreciate a big puddle of blood that they have to deal with.
Well, no, it'll still move away eventually. They'll keep going through.
Eventually, but
But as he walks just outside in the middle of the sandstorm, we'll just pull his hand down on the ground and then wave it up in an arch.
Blood and sand congeals. Ugh.
It's alright, the sandstorm will blow over it soon.
it'll be fine.
Oh, there's no storm where we walk.
Not
But there
100
will
feet.
be once we leave.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Look, just note for Donovan, the air is just
Into the
always
portal.
just still.
Into the portal, people. Let's go. We get that it's blood. It's weird. It's surprising, and we're still getting used to it. Let's go.
So,
All right.
you all walk through.
Next for the sword.
I'll see you all soon, perhaps.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Right.
Donovan.
You're welcome.
You're
welcome,
As you walked in the
Donovan.
door.
Thank you, Samael.
for giving Donovan the sword.
See you soon.
I meant to say.
But as you walk through, you feel yourself go through another doorway, pulled somewhere a little bit more coastal. And straight away there is just like the clang of like wood hitting the ground. As there's just like two women, half elven, one of them's half elven, one of them's human, sweeping, and the broom just hits the ground. As you find yourself in Sunsorrow Manor. As your servants are just there cleaning.
Hi. It's lovely to meet you. I'm Zamani Marrow.
Lady Mara? Oh, hello.
Yes.
We
Sorry
won't
for the
expect-
surprising entrance. We have interesting friends.
One of the
Yeah,
women,
we don't
she just
do that
turns her
often.
back and she just goes and you see she's got like a bucket and a mop. She walks to the blood. She's
Nope, don't worry about it. Then I will prestidigitate that shit away. I'm not gonna make you clean that up. That would be rude.
like, we won't expect. Should you be wanting dinner?
Yes, please. At the earliest convenience, but no need to stress.
I'll get the
too
chef
much
on
about
it.
it. Thank you.
Yeah?
We are. So I'm gonna like whoever's in charge. Zamani's going to like this is like kind of like walk off or whatever. She's gonna start like breaking down, like immediately apologizing for like this sort of intrusion and kind of break down what the plan is and how they have a meeting coming very soon with people in the next few days and give her whatever she needs in order to like funding or whatever in order to make sure that all of the provisions and things are taken care of for that.
So
Calacindia,
you,
is this another one of your manners?
No, this is all Zamani's. This is
Welcome to
Baroness Zamani Marrow, of course.
Welcome to Sunsorrow Manor.
There's a pool.
Zamani, keep focusing on the. We
So-
got this.
Zamani, as you,
You
make
see-
your way, trying to find yourself amongst the staff, you finally meet the woman that's in charge of running your home.
Yeah.
She's this
Yeah, what a month
half-elven, just beautiful tan skin, piercing green eyes, and she kind of just looks at you and she goes, "For a while, I didn't think you existed."
I'm very sorry. We've been on quite a journey recently. Thank you for taking care of everything.
That's all right. But
I'm sorry for the
Welcome
sudden
home.
intrusion.
that's all right. I should bring you around, introduce you to the staff. It would be
Please, I would love that. I don't want to come in and disrupt anything too much. I understand that, like, this is my house and all of those things, but I don't
You're
want
not
people to
disrupting
feel.
anything. The servants stay in their quarters. You are more than welcome to have your home to your own about. My name is Neshi. I take care of the home for you in your absence.
Neshi, thank you. I appreciate it very much.
Kind of, she pulls her hair up, kind of like ties it up. Business. And she starts ringing around. You've got maybe like 15 servants, people to take care of the. Because remember, the Sunsorrow Manor is like, it's an estate. Like you have
Mm-hmm.
land around it, like greenery, which keeping any form of greenery in a desert is a lot of work.
Yeah.
You have a large kind of Loxodon gentleman who's like in the kitchen. He's just like, it's like the roofs are quite high and he's just working up a storm as he kind of sees you come in. He goes, "Oh, hello.
Oh, it's lovely to meet you.
Oh, welcome home, Lady Simone. What should you like for dinner?"
Thank you. Your choice.
Um,
No pressure, just something easy. I know that it's probably already. I'm making the assumption, like out of character, that it's kind of late, and so like she's just whatever's like.
it's actually early because everyone's waking up at night, remember? So it's
Oh,
like,
okay, that's fair. She's like, whatever is good, and whatever that we have, don't stress too much about it.
oh, we
I
keep
know
it
that
well
we-
stocked for you.
Thank
It's
you.
a pleasure, by the way. You can call. My name is Vantosh.
Fantosh, thank you.
Let me see. Would you like fish? Would you like something smoked or cured or dried?
Sure. Smoke sounds lovely.
We have some imported salmon. I'll get some smoked salmon ready for you.
Thank
Please,
you, I
I'll have
appreciate it.
I'll have that ready soon. Go and the servants will set the dining area. How many are we feeding today, Lady Simone?
It's 5 with everybody, or are we? We have 5 plus a warg.
We have a lame donkey I could give to the warg.
That would work. Do you need funds in order to replace the donkey?
No, we were going to replace it anyway. It's gone lame. So
Okay,
that's all
fine.
right.
Okay, that would be lovely.
Sure. It's a pleasure.
She is nice. Her name is Queenie. She does understand what people say. It's just we
will.
have
Most
a-
wargs do. They do speak, most
Speak-
of them.
Speaking of
she's never spoken to us. She's a bit sassy though.
Queenie, I appear to have misplaced Queenie. Where's
She
Queenie?
might be in the form of a small dog though. Our party member has a collar that changes her shape because wargs are quite large and they can be pain and all of that other fun
what
things
shape
that go
did you
along with
pick?
having a
I will
magical animal
cast
companion.
locate object,
Queenie.
and I will locate the collar.
Ah, it's not back in the Ceruvian. Back in
Cringe.
Just get in the book. Samael.
Time for Zev's third companion.
No, she's out in the pool, just like
Fuck yeah.
taking up almost
Small-
all of it in the small
small
form as much
little
as she can.
small little chihuahua just
Just-
doggy paddling in the pool.
Yep.
That way.
But enjoy your stay. We're happy to actually finally meet you.
Thank you. It's lovely to meet you too. I'm sorry that I wasn't able to sooner.
No, that's all right. We were hired by the Sovereign, so we were told you might not be around for a while. Will you be staying long? Is there
Unfortunately-
any preparations you'd like me to make? Feasts or...
Probably be staying for about 2 weeks, and then I'll go into the whole explanation of that we do have a large group of people coming in about 10 days. So there should be time to prepare. A little last minute, but it's enough time to hopefully prepare.
Um,
And kind of explain that it's like fancy people that are having a meeting.
No, that's absolutely all right. If you would like, I believe more of us, the Sovereign more of us told us you'd like this. I hope he's not messing with us. But if you'd like to go through that room just past the ovens there is a strong block of ever ice that has some brewed coffee from Bellerin sitting in it waiting for you.
You see Zamani, like, literally, she goes from, like, trying to be, like, professional and charged to, like, oh, I love him. He's
We
the
make
best
it
brother
every
in the whole
day.
world.
Not, well, 24 hours brewed, but
Hang on.
You are
One
the best
sec.
people in the entire plane. Thank you. And she's gonna go over and grab her some cup of iced coffee and then come back.
you go in and it's just like there's this like large, like almost like cut out like countertops made of just this ice, and you're like ice. It's just not melting. It's just sitting there.
Don't we need ever ice for the anchor shit?
No, you need ice from the frozen palace of Cirrus.
Yes.
That's not the same thing.
Different magic ice.
No.
Okay. Fuck. I was about to be like, huh. We don't have to go to the devil place. Let's go.
Fresh cold
But we
brew,
do.
brewed
Zamani's
daily.
having a white girl moment.
It's just cold brew. It's just like there's this like everything's kind of like raised up a little bit to not actually sit on the ice, but
Mm-hmm.
there's just like stuff that generally is very difficult to get in Sithasa unless you are aristocratic.
Mm-hmm.
And like this stuff has to be imported from the like frozen expanse north of Bellerin, like almost on the border of the elemental plains.
Definitely like blown away at just like the fanciness and wonder of it. She's just gonna take a moment, enjoy it, and she's like, "Okay, back to being business." And she's like with her oversized coffee cup now.
Enough caffeine to kill a man.
Yep.
Enough caffeine to make
Kill
Zeph do
3
800
men.
push-ups.
Speed.
Yeah, yes.
Well, there's like a buzz in the house now as each of you is like brought to a room to get your belongings down. It's cold enough. The sun never hits Sunsorrow exact, hence the name. But it is beautiful and the night is cool. There is a low breeze from the sea coming in.
First order of business. So I'm just gonna like after like everyone's gotten their rooms or whatever, she's gonna round everyone up, and we're teaching Cal how to swim.
I have
Alright.
some bad news. I actually have a request. We may
Yes?
need to purify the pool water.
It's a dull shade of murky yellow.
Oh,
Yeah. All right.
does that?
I'm not
Can
s-
you prestidigitate that? Does that work?
No.
No.
Oh,
I
that's a whole
mean,
different spell.
I can actually.
I mean, you could put it in a bucket. It's technically like a cubic foot of liquid at a time, and then you just like
That's a lot of work, though. And it sounds like Merc has a plan.
Des.
Purify food and drink.
Purify food and drink.
Water is
I
technically
was-
a drink.
I
Water's not really
was.
drink.
I mean, I can do that, but I was more thinking ceremony turn the whole pool into holy water, but that'd cost a lot of money.
No,
Um,
no. I do not want a holy water pool, please.
Yeah. So I will instead
Purified food.
5 foot
5
radius
sphere.
How big's the pool?
It's like maybe, I'd say like 20 foot long, 10 foot across.
6.
4 castings.
Oh, radius, yeah.
I'm sorry, Queenie's
4
like a
castings should
teabag.
do it. Cool. Merc will blow.
There's just like a thin layer of flea atop the top of the surface of the water.
Merc will blow
So-
all of her first level spells on this and just go. Boop, boop,
While
boop,
we're here,
boop.
your job is to clean her. Looking at Zeph.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I was just like, Merc's just like, what?
I was like, what do you mean?
No.
She just had a bath. What the
No,
fuck?
Zeph is like, actually.
She's clean now.
Mhm.
What do you mean?
So it's purified and rendered free of poison and disease.
I
So
need
hope there wasn't any chlorine in the pool because that's a poison.
I need your best chainmail. I need protective gloves and a bucket of shampoo.
Do I have chainmail?
We're in a
I
very
thought I
large
did.
city. Someone has armor that you can, those things are procurable. You have a bag of
No, I
holding.
don't have chainmail. Actually, there should be
Will
something
a
in the bag of
breastplate
holding.
work? There's one of those lying around.
Oh yeah, that's my old one.
You know when like vets have those like cut-proof gloves that they put on
Yep.
for like cats and like yeah,
Yep.
this is what that's for.
I'm also just imagining like the brush gloves as well. The ones that have the
Whole
bristles
thing.
sticking out of them that
All
you can
of
just go.
Zeph, how do you approach Queenie to try and ask her to be cleaned?
Queenie, I have a very important mission for us.
Oh, Zeph, she's also getting fresh meat tonight.
There's also that involved as a bonus. But I need you to do something for me. It is very important. Everything's going to be okay.
Just watching from the pool.
We need to take a BATH.
I love how you're spelling it when she's absolutely fluent in common. Like, she knows this.
No, you need to do this for me. The nice people here have prepared an entire donkey for you. Fine, what do you want from me? Do you want a different form? I thought you liked being the Chihuahua. Queenie. Now you asking for too much. You know this. We worked on this together.
We could buy
Remember?
a camel.
Thinking about Zeph's bathing habits as well, Zamani will peek in and be like, "You too, Zeph."
What's in it
And
for me?
she'll get like that mom look for a second, like the.
And what's in it
What's
for
in
me?
it for you is Zamani doesn't put an arrow
This is
through
my
your
house.
chest.
Can I have a perception check, Zeph?
Oh, this is your house.
Welcome to
I'm gonna roll dice for this one.
You do.
28.
28. Yeah, you down. As you're like distracted, Queenie starts trying to skulk off and just doesn't.
Queenie. Queenie. We're in this together now.
She looks at you. Fine, but you first.
That's acceptable.
Those are Queenie's
the
first
first-
words.
Yeah,
Queenie voice reveal?
Queenie posh. Fuck yeah.
She's
a
called
queen.
Queenie. What did you
I know,
expect?
but like it's amazing. It's
The
just like
poshest warg you've ever
looking
met.
at a warg. Yeah, looking at a warg that's just like oh grrr, you just hear oh hello.
Fine, I go first. But that just means that the donkey is going to wait.
And that means that Zeph, you have to take another bath afterwards because you will get dirty again.
Fuck.
Queenie just smiles.
Good job, Queenie.
Yeah, also, for all of you, Zeph, you've heard Queenie speak before. You know she can. She just doesn't like to. She just doesn't.
Mhm. No,
Very
that's good
selective.
then. Cal, it's time for you to finally learn how to swim so the next time we have to go on a boat, you don't have to worry about dying.
Calzo turns around to you first.
All right.
As we're all sort of
Let's do this.
focusing on Cal, Merc will just sidle up to Donnie and just go, "Do you think that Queenie went to finishing school? Because that's an accent."
You guys know how to swim?
Yes.
Yeah, who's
Look,
going
I
to be
see-
my
what-
instructor?
I'll
Hey.
push Calisander into the pool.
And that's how Calicinder met his bitter end.
God
He never lived
damn it,
through that.
Donnie.
Everyone does
Huh?
Actually-
Zamani- like it's the
Point of
short end,
order.
and Zamani will go over just like stand up. You're 7 foot tall. Plus, stand up.
So the madness
I
is
am,
being
I am.
cleansed from Cal, but has the whole like, you know, if you die been cleansed as well?
It's a good
The
question.
shard stuff?
We're in the
Cal
shallow
hasn't told you.
end.
We're in the shallow end.
We're in the
Well, we
shallow
know that
end.
he's
The
not
water's only
mad,
like a
but-
foot. Calisander's a
I mean,
7 foot
Cal
tall.
would have
Like
said that everything's been taken away. Cal doesn't. I look. He hasn't said it directly, but the way he was inferring is that everything's been fixed,
Except for the end. Got to keep that.
except for I got to keep the positives, which you know, having one life, you know, positive.
Fair. No, just thinking.
Yeah, so Zamani will go about instructing Cal how to swim.
Cal, I'm going to ask you the scariest thing to do in your entire career as Calicinder. Can you roll me an athletics check?
Okay,
oh no.
I'm going to make it worse on myself, Des. I'm going to say it'd be at disadvantage because Cal is heavily distracted by the whole Joranvir situation. His mind is not on learning how to swim.
Based.
She's doing this to distract
Yep.
Cal.
Yeah. It looked
Can't spell distract without drown.
You said contested check?
Okay, Des, why the fuck did you have to give me dice that actually rolls well?
What did you get? which dice did you roll?
I rolled a disadvantage.
Which ones? The snitch and
The snitch and my regular dice, my Calicindia dice. Hang on, so what is do I actually okay, this is -1. That's a 14.
14. You know, you never thought you'd see the day because water's scary, but you start paddling through the water and it's.
I'm doing it.
But
I'm
you're also
doing it,
fully
Sonny.
clothed because
It's-
Donnie
it's
just
alright.
pushed you in.
You are. I'm proud
Is
of you.
this-
It's also
is
a
this
lot
alright?
easier when you don't have all of those ropes on. Yeah, you're doing good.
And armor.
True, I mean that is Donovan's fault. That
It
is Donovan's
Oh,
fault
that-
entirely.
I,
but-
I, I'm incredibly sorry. Calicindia, come here. I'll try and help you out. And as I pick him up, I will polymorph
No.
him into a crocodile.
Callan is moving away.
Wait, you're
Callan's
gonna
moving away from Donovan.
Yeah.
Callan is moving away. Honestly, Callan is like just moving away from Donovan. He does not trust him. He knows he's gonna fuck with him. No, Donovan. I'm not
Donnie
falling
is
for
that guy at the pool party
I'm
who
not
like
falling for that.
never gets it himself, and then once he finally does, he's here to like he's immediately trying to play chicken with people.
I mean, you fell for it once.
I mean, I was just standing here. I didn't really fall for anything except for the pool.
Focus, Cal. Come on now.
Also, you
Going
see
into the
Callus
deep
goes
end.
in. The staff is still just standing perfectly upright beside the pool.
Deep
I'll
in there.
approach one of
Right.
the staff and I'll write them a little note asking to get a message to Zamani's brother to set up a meeting with myself and the court mage.
You just need.
No,
to
I
have
don't.
some money.
Oh, so yeah, okay, perfect. So
Is
you
that
find-
is that not the
I
thing?
said Callus staff is standing upright.
Oh, Calicindia's staff. I thought you meant the staff. Sorry, my bad.
No, not the.
That can
the
wait
us,
till later,
that's
that's
can't-
fine.
different.
Donnie's staffs
the
can't read,
people.
they're just a stick.
Yeah, I got this video. Donnie's holding up the fucking piece of parchment next
Dude,
to
you just need to ask me about that.
Oh yeah, you seem busy. Babysitting.
Ask, silly.
Zamani, I need to get in contact with your brother.
Oh, okay. Well, it's still morning, so he's probably still busy. Like she's kind of like has a because when they stayed with them, she kind of went off of whatever that schedule is, and which. Yeah, I mean, give me like an hour, and then we should be able to do that. Sound good?
Yeah, we've got plenty of time. I just need to talk to your brother and the court mage.
Just like casually, like at this point, Zamani trusts like Cal's swimming skills enough that he won't literally drown himself, and so she just literally like pushes him into the deep end while she's talking to Donnie.
Alright, I've
The
got
offer-
this. I've got this.
The offer for polymorph still stands.
It would make
Fuck
things
off, Donovan.
easier in the short term, but in the long term, you do
That's
well.
not how I learned.
Merc's just there like, so we have an hour as Merc's like unbuckling the armor and just taking the time to fucking get ready to swim in the pool before everything rusts.
He's still doing all of this
Mercutio,
morning meeting
as you're
bullshit.
doing that, you get a message to your mind. You recognize the voice as Reuventir. And you hear a very like calm, like low voice. Lady McCastiel, I've been asked on behalf of the king to tell you, Kiana has awoken.
Merc
No
will just
way.
fall straight into the pool.
Drowns in plate armor. That's how we go. Two of the kingfishers done. Two of the king-
Donnie, I'm not
Oh.
strong enough to get her out of it like that.
Like
you need to.
you
No,
watch,
no, no.
you watch as all the color drains from her face as she just goes.
Donnie,
Calicindia, you need to go. Oh, for fuck's sake, fine.
you're the strong one.
I
Do
will-
it.
I will polymorph myself into a.
You just really want to use
hippopotamus.
polymorph.
No, because I don't
Hippopotamus.
want to have to get all the way out of my armor and
That's
get
fair.
Gorthel
Yeah.
wet. So I will polymorph myself into a hippopotamus, run into the pool, and pick McCastiel up in. I need something strong, something that can swim.
The staff
And-
just think
makes
we're
sense.
weird.
I'm busy. And then I'll
Now the staff's just standing there.
put
They're,
McCastiel.
they're busy running
That's really
around.
good. That's really good.
Thank
And
you.
then I put McCastiel on the side of the pool, the deck, and then I'm going to go
Um,
and harass Calicindia for a bit while they figure that out.
responding to
Go there, go
Ruventir
there.
before anyone talks to me. Responding to Ruventir. What do you mean awake? Is she well? Is she healthy? What happened?
As you then get pulled out of the pool. There's just like there's no responses. Rubentir's like, I don't have these for free. He's just like sitting there in area like.
Yeah. Yeah.
And a couple of seconds later, she's awoken. She is healthy. She is fine. She's quiet, but she's alright.
Thank you. Thank you for telling me.
So why'd you faint? Are you okay? You were just
Kiana's
so
awake.
Yeah,
sensitive.
right.
Oh. Oh, now you have to figure
Kiana
out how you're gonna mend
woke
that
up.
bridge.
Gee, that's the first thing, Zamani. Thanks.
I mean, your whole thing for trying to kind of fix that was by being the one who makes her wake up.
All right. Do you know? Is there anything else before we even get to that? How is she?
No idea. Ruventir messaged me,
Right.
passing on a message from the king. She's fine. She's healthy. She's just quiet.
Well, Sithasa does have a
Alright.
teleportation circle, and we do literally have to go talk to the court mage in about an hour. So if you want, we could always ask if you could take a. I mean, we have 10 days.
Do you want me to send a message first? I have both Everett and Ruventir in my book. I can send them a long message if that is what you want.
I mean, information at the moment and just. Yes, please, Cal.
All right, let me just get out of the pool for a second. I must
It's-
like doggy paddle to the edge, like crawl out. Princess needs to
Donnie-
take himself dry
Donnie-
first, of course.
Donnie, having the intelligence of a hippo at the moment, thinks you're trying to escape and just goes.
No, I'll watch him. I'll watch him escape, and then I'm just gonna do some laps.
Aww. All right. Let me just get this book out for a second. All right. So to Ruventir and to Everett.
Everett, please.
All right. And what do you want me to say? I'll just write it here. Just dictate it to me, and I'll write it in.
Fuck, what do I want to say? Ruventir told me Kiana's back. What happened? Is she well? Is she healthy? Ruventir says she's quiet. Do I need to be there? Or no? Do you need me there?
No,
Okay,
Like,
Cal,
you have to
as
say
you're
this out
writing,
loud.
and you're just like,
you have to say this out loud. So I was like, "What the fuck do you mean? Do you have to be there?" No,
Kaz is here writing like.
Cal, you stop. You don't finish that sentence. No,
look, if I had a nickel for
Mer-
every time Zamani wouldn't let Cal finish.
Merkesto, I love you dearly.
Be weird, Mr. Swan.
You're trying to fix things. You want to portray a willingness to be there, not a reluctance. And by asking if you have to or if you are needed, it sounds like you are not wanting to be there. Ask, can you come?
She has a point, Mercastil.
Is Kiana okay with you being there? Can you see her? Because that's what you
Okay.
want, right?
Of course. Yes.
And her whole thing
Right.
is that you were not present. So if you say, "Do you need me to be there?" it sounds like you're having to show up for a commitment. Not you want to see someone who you love who has just gone through a great medical magical fuckery.
Okay.
So send that instead. Looked at Cal.
Yeah, just I want to be
Right.
there. Does
Is
Kiana
Kiana
want
okay
me
with
there?
that?
Right. All right. That's much better. That's looking
Let
much
me
better.
see that. Let me see that.
Thanks, Jen.
Anything
It's
else? you want me to
1:50
send
in the
off,
morning.
sir?
My brain is dead.
Anything else you want me
That's-
to send off? All
That's fine for the moment. Thank you, Cal.
Perfect. Cal at the end will be like, "This is Mercastil's question. I hope you're doing all right, Everett. This is Calacinda. Hope everything is all right there."
Why is he writing so much more?
Because he's also, I mean, if he just starts talking as you through himself, it's going to be a little weird.
Besides, I want to check in on Everett. It's his sister returning. I want to make sure he's all right as well.
God, Lucinda, I only got the
Yeah.
first part of your message. Is everything all right? As you finish like writing, spend too long waiting to send the next bit.
And then the next part would just come in like a few seconds later and be like, there it is.
Yeah. It's like when your text message it was too long back in the day, so it's split into multiple parts.
Yeah. He
I'm
just
sorry,
gets
there's
the
a bit of a
second part.
delay.
Discord has a limit.
So the second part goes through.
Second part
Yeah,
comes through.
it goes like this.
We're all okay here. She's all right. That was a bit of an incident, I can't lie. The room did burst into flames. She also has a phoenix now.
Oh,
Oh no.
What does
No,
Cal
that's
say?
not good. Al. Pause this for a second.
Everything's fine, Rick.
Before
please, you're gonna have to explain why
Under his
that's not
breath-
good to people.
under his breath, just loudly and very out of character for Calcin is just fuck's sake. All right,
What?
so she awoke. That's good. However, when she awoke, there was a massive burst of flames, and she has a phoenix now.
Oh,
A Phoenix or the Phoenix?
I would assume the phoenix. I would assume as much. That makes perfect sense. In which case, that presents a multitude of possibilities.
complication.
Donovan, you look slightly.
You should
slightly
explain what that
perplexed.
means.
Donnie's a hippo.
Yes.
You should
The
explain what
hippo
that
is going
means.
to climb out of the pool.
Yeah.
And I'll pull him off.
The hippo is ripped as fuck.
So you heard all of that, Donnie, but
Yeah, Phoenix?
the Phoenix of Celelio is a
Back in
myth
a second.
that is. It is said that a phoenix will appear before the person who is to lead Celelio's church, the Church of the Morning Sun, which is the Not Burn the World church.
And that's not you? Because you used to be that?
Merc wanted to be.
There was a phoenix appearing in front of me, but I declined and was blind.
So what? Wonderful. Your
Accurate.
fiance, wife, fiance
Yeah.
No.
is now going to run that church that is not going to burn the world down.
But it is also
And
the one that is in the
Callus
middle of
Please.
a war, right?
Finish the full explanation, Mercastil. There is more to the phoenix than that.
World Anvil.
The
World
point
Anvil,
is,
World Anvil.
the phoenix was in the possession of the Lord of Decay, who had it in
Yeah,
his
that'd be-
possession and controlled it. Therefore, if it is in Kiana's possession, it means that there is something has happened between the Lord of Decay and Celelio, or the Lord of Decay and Kiana.
True.
Yeah, that one.
Or it means
I'm
that
just-
Celelia won that fight.
Or it means, which I highly doubt.
I also
So
highly
unless she
doubt
made
doubt
some
that.
sort of bargain with the Lord of Decay, which presents a massive wrench in all of our plans at the moment. So, there is a lot of things to take away from
What
this.
has that asshole done this time?
And it also means that the Lord of Decay is probably either going to be very upset and pissed off, or he's going to have a lot more free time than he had before.
Oh, that's
Another important thing is the Phoenix will appear regardless of whether the old leader of the church has passed or not. And the previous leader of the church was Celelio's daughter.
It sounds like all of you are concerned about a lot of what ifs.
Well,
There are
that's
some
because-
good things here.
Oh, absolutely.
Kiana
100%.
is a stable hand. Well, aside from the often lapses in judgment, but pointing at Mercasio. But for the most part, she seems reasonably, from what you've told me, reasonably steady hands. So that's good. If she has this Phoenix and the Lord of Decay has been inconvenienced somehow, that is good for me. They don't want to burn the world down. Also good.
True, but also
What
isn't
am I-
that the
am I
church that's
missing?
currently at war right now?
Well, she's not going to be a general, but she's royalty.
No, but she's
But she
going
would
to
be
have
the-
to be the leader.
We're missing the part that Celelio doesn't
Uh.
actually have control over the Phoenix. As last knowledge we had, Celelio does not have control over the Phoenix.
Well,
That
she's
is
just
an
brought
important
Kiana
point
back
there.
and has provided some Phoenix.
Which
This-
means we might
There's a
need
lot of
Sounds like
unknowns, which is why we're talking in ifs, because that
Hey,
is all
Des.
that we have
Yeah.
right now. Beyond very simple.
I'm confused. The Church of the Morning Sun states that a person by the name of Tamon Glesk is the current head of the Church of the Morning Sun,
Mm-hmm.
but yet you said that Unalor, which is the daughter of Silaleo, was the head of the church,
original
or
versus
the head
current.
of
So
Silaleo?
Unalor was, and then in the most that was like Unalor was the. Sorry, let me get this correct. The Silalio's granddaughter or daughter is now the head. The one you originally read, the one that's on the world, I believe, is the one from Quentia Journey era, Casalia.
Cool. Awesome. Thank you.
That seems like it's a very easy way to find out.
Yes.
Oh yeah, we
well,
need to go.
No,
you
I'll
need to
just
go.
write a little message,
Speaking
Oh.
of,
burn it, and
Is
send
that
it to
too?
Xerxes.
pointing at Cal.
Another message comes through to you now from Everett. So I've asked Kiana. She doesn't want to see my Castile.
Alright, so we need to go. Yeah.
Macastiel.
I would think so.
Macastiel. Kiana's requested not to see you.
Okay. All right. Yep.
So
Would you like me to go there and see what I can find out?
Mark, how well do you know Kiana? Is she the type to say, hey, leave me alone when she really just wants someone to come after and actually show her that they really care about her? Or she's the type that if leave me alone means leave me the fuck alone? Because that's a big determiner of what you should do next. Is she the I'm fine, which really means I'm just hurt and I need some compassion? Or is she the I'm fine, fuck off kind of person? Which is she?
She is the fuck off and leave me alone variation. She's very sure in what she wants. And if she doesn't want me there, then she doesn't want me there.
Okay. So
Are there any open flames nearby, Des?
Yeah, there's like it's nighttime, so there's like candlelight, lanterns.
Yeah. Yeah, no, Merc is definitely just looking towards the fires as she's thinking
It's
of
a little brighter.
and feeling the hurt. Yeah.
So, are you wanting to marinate in this, or are you wanting to try to do something productive in order to kind of like propel you forward a little bit so you don't end up getting stuck in this feeling right now?
Is there an option where we just drink and forget?
That is
mean,
not productive at this
no.
situation.
It is basically morning day drinking, and that's kind of making a really quick assumption to have 100% been broken up with when that's not really quite where
Hey,
you're at right now.
Ominous. Thank you
I
for
would
resubscribing.
save that.
Yeah.
Thank you, Cameron. Love you too.
I would
Also,
save
fuck
that
you.
for like a little, like
Okay.
give that like a week.
Okay.
So,
okay.
do you want to think about this and like marinate it and try to work through it and figure out what you want to do next via Kiana, or do you just want to try to put it aside for a little bit while you let yourself be hurt and try to do something productive to move yourself through this feeling?
I think that moving on, I think we still stick to the whole plan with Celelio and that stuff.
Okay.
Because I don't know if perhaps the whole soul taking thing has affected Kiana. That's what I'm going to run with at the moment.
That's very fair. Then I would
Perhaps
say
she's not in her right mind.
true. And it would probably do you some good then to try to help accomplish something. So maybe you and Donnie should team up on the whole party thing.
Oh yeah, spy shit. True.
Well, we're taking care of the actual like facilities and things. You guys are gonna go talk to the court mage to get all that shit and shenanigans set up.
Yeah.
And I'd like to go to talk to my brother because the last time we talked to him, I did what he said, but it wasn't what he meant. Because it was the only way to get shit done, and he's probably still upset with me. So
All right. Good chat. Thank you,
and
Cal,
I think
for
you
sending
pointing
those messages.
to Seth would really like the Echo Knights.
Oh, Zev's not there.
Oh,
Just
you
That's like a
left?
bath.
Oh, we already did
You,
that
you
now?
did command
Okay.
word bath.
Yeah.
Got it. Sorry, missed that part.
Onward clean.
We'll say that Zeph comes down. Like in a.
Mhm.
Do you have
Mhm.
robes at your estate or manor?
Sure.
Of course
Oh,
we do.
absolutely.
Silk robes.
It's
Silk
Zamani. Of
robes.
course
Yeah.
we've got
Queenie
robes.
was bathed in Nesh's
silk
rolling in the
robes,
blood of
yeah.
the donkey.
No, yeah, silk robes. No, Queenie's still with me, just wrapped, kind of like
So the
bundled
robes
into
do
like
have
one of the robes.
feathers
and, like-
around the sleeves and at the bottom hem. you know the
How
like,
fancy.
Yep.
yeah, like-
Yep.
yeah, it's those.
Queenie is wearing a robe as well. Somehow.
So, Zamani, I have
Yes.
some good news and I have some bad news.
Yes.
The good news is that we are clean.
The bad news.
Is that you had a very lovely bathtub.
You have money. You're replacing it, right?
Yes, I am very ready to front that. I'm so sorry. The collar got wet and it slipped off of Queenie for just a second, and then all of a sudden,
Thank you. Cool. Me and you are going real quick to. Oh, I didn't write down names because I was trying to be in character. It sounds like Nelly.
that's Neshi.
Neshi. Cool.
Neshi. Okay.
Neshi.
Neshi.
Your headmaid, right?
Housekeeper.
Me and you are going to Neshi real quick, and so that we can figure out what the price of that is, and then it's been basically an hour. Do you guys want to go to the castle?
Sure.
Whatever you
Sounds
say.
good.
And Zamani will go over and give Merc like, of course, like Zamani's weak, but she'll go over and give like Merc like a big strong hug that she can of like a reassurance, like things will be okay.
Merc will
We'll
give
keep
a half-hearted return hug, which still manages to crack your back.
And she'll give her a little bonk on a horn.
So
Mm.
you go
Like-
to Neshi.
Good heart. Neshi,
Lady's money.
this is
Hey.
Zeph.
Hello,
Zeph?
it is very nice to meet you. My name
Zeph
is
is one-
Zephyros.
Zeph is the one with the word. And I point. The collar came off while I was bathing him earlier because I demanded that they be clean for the house. And so they destroyed the bathtub. So Zeph is going to play for a new one. Please let me know how much that would be, and then Zeph will pay.
Oh,
Unfortunately,
no.
yes, that was what that thunk was.
That's not very good.
No.
Lady Mary, perhaps I should speak to you in this private first.
Are you worried about the price because Zeph is loaded?
Oh, okay. Well, that's not so bad then. I'm sorry, I'm not.
They don't look it, but they are.
I
Well-
also need to pay you back for 2 bottles of oil. As it turns out, the feathers absorb the oil very quickly because it's been a very long time since I've used
all right,
conditioner.
well,
$3 million.
that is marble brought forward from Fane Kin, the marbling in the bathroom, and the copper for the tub would have been made in Tajakan in Underall, so it's the oils would have also been imported from Underall.
Underall again.
So you're talking
You sound like
for the
very
marble of the
faraway
ground. Is the
places.
ground cracked? The marbling in the bathroom?
Queenie, did you? Why am I even asking? There may be a small portion of the floor that's cracked. I did also notice and admire that the entire floor also happened to be one piece.
Correct. So that was brought through for Sunsorrow, and local artisans cut it to size here. So we'll need to import the slab.
Would it be? Are there any wizards that have the ability to repair such things magically? Would that be cheaper or more expensive?
Probably be cheaper if you find a wizard willing to do such menial work.
That's fair. So Zeph, you have two options.
You see, in Avograd, tires are very much in fashion right now.
No.
Marble
marble's cool.
tiling. Marble tiling.
Zeph,
Yes.
no. You can
Okay.
either pay to replace it, or you can go find a wizard who will do it for cheaper.
Pardon me, Neshi. How much is this marble flooring and oil and bathtub going to cost?
She grabs a piece of parchment and she
Oh no,
writes a number on it and folds it up and hands to you.
there's math involved.
I feel like Donnie gets a weird tingle in the back of his mind, remembering that he owes Zamani a favor and just seeing how much she's enjoying this moment right now.
God damn it.
You open it up, Zeph. For the marble, the artisan work, the copper, the craftsmanship, 538 gold.
Oh,
Zeph's just like, what the fuck?
Thank you,
that's
Neshi.
not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
No, she's like, that's 70 years' wages.
So which avenue?
Do you have a wizard in mind who specializes in
No, that's on you.
stonemasonry? That's on me.
That's on you. You have to find them.
Where am I going to find a wizard who specializes in stonemasonry? Do you
I don't know.
realize how niche both of those categories are? And then
Well,
you
it's
need
not
to find
necessarily
a niche within a niche.
stonemasonry. It's the menial task of having to repair mundane objects, in general. So it's a wider stretch. It's just looked down upon in general. So unless you know a wizard who would be willing to do a favor for you,
Kelsier, I am in debt. Please send
Let me. I was actually thinking. I'm like, let me go get my cloak.
You ask Eris. It's like, Eris, hey, boss?
I promise never to touch another tome again.
I
For the
Never
sake
to
of
set foot in the library.
For the sake of brevity, Kelsier messages Kelsier and asks, "What is a quote on repairing all this stuff?"
From Zeph.
End message.
Plus the travel.
Zeph wants to say end message as well.
All right, if you can arrange a circle for me to teleport to, you'll have to cover the cost of teleportation materials to and from, plus the wage I would lose from being in the school for the few days.
Mm.
I say, could do it for
You
maybe.
don't have any vacation days or anything like that?
Phoenix Uwaki, thanks for raiding in with a party of 12. Zeph, tell him what's happening.
Hey, how we
Hello.
doing?
Can I
Thank you so
tell?
much, Raiders. Thank you so much,
Hello,
Raiders.
my name is Zephyros. I have a little friend of mine called Queenie, who also happens to transform into a warg. So while we were taking a bath, there was a little bit of an accident. The collar came off, and the bathtub exploded. Unfortunately, this is Lady Zamani's abode, so everything is pricey and prissy as hell. So solid marble flooring, cracked. Solid marble bathtub, cracked. Special copper
Cracked or
from
broken.
across the world, bent.
And oils from Underall, gone.
But yeah, welcome
the
in.
bathtub
We're,
and stuff
I'm
was only
extorting
like
my
30.
friends, and it's fun.
Yes,
Yeah,
we're coming off of a dragon fight from last week, and we're
And
gonna
depression.
go and depression, and we're gonna
Gosh.
go kill a
Not
god.
too solid marble anymore.
Look, marble's really porous. It is a really terrible bathroom material.
It gets sealed. It's fine.
What have
Uh,
seals got to do with it? Or.
But Kelsier will respond.
That noise made it worse.
It did.
What's the intention?
So welcome in. Hello.
Welcome in. But guys, Phoenix Waki, Did you have fun playing D&D? Were you playing a prep?
True.
Tell us all about it as well.
Mhm,
What were you
mhm.
Yeah.
Did you have
Yeah,
fun?
so Kelsier says a couple days travel. You could do it for like 160.
160. Much better price, if you ask me.
That is a much better price. 160 is indeed less than 558.
Precisely. Should I tell Kelsier to prepare himself?
Oh, they're
Do we
using
have-
the cloak.
Do we have a circle here?
Yes, there's a circle in
It's
the
a fancy.
castle.
A message also comes back from Kelsier to you, Calcinder, as well for this is add on 6 extra gold pieces because he will need sunscreen.
Yes, there's also the
That's
That's some
sunscreen tax as well.
expensive. Oh, actually, no. Sunscreen is very expensive. True.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of like artisan Etsy like lavender sunscreen is this?
Kelsier
Oh,
has
no,
delicate
like-
skin. Okay.
Yeah,
Sunscreen is
He's a
expensive.
pale bitch.
He wears a
Yeah,
sun
like
hat
the-
everywhere he goes.
Oh,
It's like 20 to 25 bucks. It's expensive shit.
God. 6 gold is like multiple days stay at like I don't
He's
even
got
wanna think about
allergies.
it.
He's got allergies.
So
Yeah, true. A gold piece is technically
What's
like
the
what,
plan, Zeph?
104 US dollars.
I would like to summon Calzia to help with the repairs.
Lovely. No, she kills here as a friend, so would it be okay if he stays here while he's doing the repairs?
Sure.
Feel free to treat him like a guest. He's just also a guest who's fixing a thing.
I also need to pay him his difference in wages that I believe comes out of Calacindia, don't you pay for that?
I do.
Can you waive that for me?
Zamaya looks and goes, I'm having fun.
Now, see, I could do that, Zeph. I could. However, that would also be depriving Zamani of her enjoyment. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. You
You
can
will.
waive it. I just wanted this moment to play
Okay.
out.
All right, yeah, I'll waive it.
Oh, thank you
You
very
can just
much.
leave the funds here if you like for Kelsier.
Yes, I could definitely do that. As I
And she'll
subtract
go over
100
like,
and-
thank you for entertaining me for that.
1, 4, 5.
Of course.
minus
just realized-
2.
I just realized if Kelsie is still here by the time Eris arrives and the humming cloaks, he's just gonna bump in like, ah, shit.
And she's gonna be like, "You want your job back?" And he's like, "It was a trap. I got baby trapped myself."
What's really
exactly
funny
We're
is this is
we're parent trapping them.
what's
Zamani
really
is
funny
going
is this
to-
is like getting a plumber to your house to fix your bathroom and then paying them board, or
No,
like
this is inviting
letting them
your
stay in your house.
Dad over. This is you inviting your dad over to fix your tap, and then
Yeah, true.
saying you can stay for dinner and putting him in the guest room.
Yeah.
Since Samani does have the safety deposit box portal thing, she is going to write a little note like directed to Kelsier, just like kind of explaining what's going on and what's going on in the next few days so that he doesn't have that moment because she knows that he doesn't want to have to deal with that.
Asking the plumber
And
to stay
saying
over.
thank you for
seen this movie
being willing
before.
to come and fix my bathtub that he broke.
Pity you, David.
Biddy, Biddy,
For the plot.
beautiful
For the plot.
for the fucking plot.
Well, you have time in Sethasa to do as you will.
So,
Uh,
we're ready to go to the castle.
Also, yes.
Castle.
Oh
Okay.
yeah,
But
true.
I just, I was not really listening, but
Oh, food first,
are
then
you
castle. But like,
serious? Are you seriously getting Kelsier to come here just to fix some marble?
oh, I'm not. Zeph is.
Hi, I'm Zephyros.
I'm literally talking to the court mage in like an hour.
I know.
He's going to have an apprentice that will do this because Zamani's brother tells him to.
Should we probably charge more to be fair?
Well, maybe.
Also,
Anyway,
the court
I-
mage
I-
here is
I-
also on loan from Mentarathir. It's a bit of a complicated situation, not so much local serving.
Well, politics. I'm
Yes.
out.
Yeah, it's
I'm
politics.
not. I'm not fixing this.
So we quickly
come on.
we smooge over the fact that a meal arrived and we ate that and then we go.
This is happening over food.
Yeah, okay,
This
cool.
is
Thank
happening
you. And
Okay.
then somebody's gonna let the people know that they're gonna be heading out for a while and what's going on with that and all the normal
Yeah,
house
absolutely.
things. Yeah.
The normal house things that she's never been here for, so she's just like, they're like, okay. See ya.
True. Yeah, she's trying. Damani's trying very hard not to walk in like, oh, I'm the lady who owns the house, and you all have to change up and do your shit. Like she's trying very much like to adapt to what they're
Accommodate.
doing because obviously it's working, and just trying to figure out where she like as the owner of the house fits into that kind of a thing without being like disruptive. I'm the new bitch in town trying to change it up.
I can't decide whether or not we're like the worst house guests or like the best house guests.
You're the
because
worst.
We come
we
in,
suck.
You're the
Worse.
worst.
You
We
broke
suck.
my
You're the
bathtub.
worst.
we completely like destroy the pool water,
like
but
an
then clean
hour.
it up afterwards. We break the bathtub, but we have a wizard coming in and it's already paid for. Like what? It's like
We are the worst for
Okay, but-
stress levels.
Okay, but that's like, Vidi, you're renting an apartment. You're having to fix something in the kitchen, so they're gonna fix it, but you still have to deal with the issue and the headache of having it actually happen. It's the worst.
okay, I understand. So we're
You
terrible.
rented an Airbnb and you left it shit, and now you're paying the cleaner's fee.
Yep.
So we go to the castle.
You find your way making quick progress towards it. The city is mostly rebuilt at this stage from all the destruction that Screw had caused. As you make your way to the palace, there is people that recognize you upon approach, and as you make your way inside the halls, there is the Sovereign Morvis. His hair's cut a little shorter now. He is looking a little tired. He's got a few people around him talking, and he kind of just looks up and sees you walk, and he goes, "Well, look who
Sorry
decided
for
to come
the
back."
short notice. I'm
Hey.
sorry.
It's all right.
A lot quieter than last time, Morvis.
Things are going well.
Okay.
Uh,
Everyone
Zeph.
kind of has a few different things, and I was hoping we would get to talk for a bit if you have a moment, but I understand that you're busy. We will be here for at least 10 days.
No, I'll make time for you. 10 days with you could mean 10 minutes. You never know. He sits up and he kind of
yeah, I'll
takes
pay
his
that.
fingers and waves
They
a few
were
people away.
wanting to meet with your court mage. Is that acceptable?
Zarina is in.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, but I think given that you are the regent of this area, it's
Oh yes. We'll take a step back and kind of like motion
It
for
would be- it
Donnie
would
to take
be
the
a-
floor.
it would be important for you to understand why I need to talk to your court mage.
Please.
Can we have the room, please?
Sure. Everyone out.
I'll wait for the doors.
I do love like Morvis's like this little swagger. It's just like do the thing.
Merc
I can't
having
s-
too much like experience in Burton looks around like me.
No, you're
Oh,
good.
no.
However, you can keep an eye out for scrying orbs.
Right, will do.
No, but you
Um,
still see the invisible stalker just lurking in the, the upper.
He's a friend.
Oh,
Bios.
fuck. What was his name? Doug?
Doug.
Yeah, Doug.
Doug.
It's always Doug.
He wasn't
So it's
actually
another
named
day,
Doug, but
another
I think
Doug.
that's what Rainier called him, and it just kind of stuck.
So, I have brought together a meeting of some influential people. How much do you care about this meeting?
Are they leaders of other countries?
Other organizations that perhaps hold sway or are as powerful as other countries?
Are you planning on trying to overthrow me?
Absolutely not. There's a reason we're talking.
Donovan, you
And-
helped save my city. You're more than welcome.
I've put a lot of work into it.
It's his own pet
The-
project, really.
Jokes aside, I'm having the leaders of some of the most influential organizations in Quentos attending at Sunsorrow Manor. I need that magically and physically secured.
I can get people, knights on the perimeter.
Perimeter is the best, not in the grounds. But I do require the assistance of your court mage to magically secure it.
Serena is healing every day, a little bit more capable than they were once.
How hurt is she?
Well,
They, sorry.
they're all
You
right.
didn't
They're
Something I can do?
no, it's well, the cast a 10th level spell. It's going to take it out of anybody. They're slowly healing though. The backup to being able to cast 7th level magics, which is progress.
Good. That's good.
It's slow but steady. But I'll let you speak to them. I can't promise. I don't know what sort of magical securities or bindings would be necessary, as I'm not a mage. Not going to claim to be a mage.
Hallowing.
Same.
Have you got a independent cleric of some?
Religion's not that popular
Hello
here.
might take too long.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would.
They don't really cleric around here.
Donovan, I
I
do
will-
have Calzia coming to fix the bathtub.
Well,
What?
that's okay, but Kelzir is affiliated, Zeph. We're trying
trying
to
to
do this independently.
An unaffiliated mage or cleric of some sort, because the factions
Hence,
aren't all in aligned. trying
Myself
to-
talking to Morvis to cash in a favor.
Look, Zarina is up in their tower. You're more than welcome to
Alright.
ask.
Great. Do you mind?
No, by all means. You can tell them that you have my permission.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you very much, and I appreciate the
Do you
short
need a
notice.
friend?
Sure, come along.
Cool.
I'm sending my Castile for a favor to ask a question.
Oh,
She's just going through some rough shit.
Mac-
She just needs to be helped.
Castile coming so that I don't get scryed on as we go.
Oh, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
It was a
she's-
pleasure to see you again, Sovereign.
It's a pleasure, my Castile. How's everyone at home? How's everyone in Beton? How's your betrothed and your brother-in-law?
They're all well.
Zamani like behind us, like
Merc just stiffens and just says they're all well, and then we'll walk out and just like tips an invisible hat to the invisible stalker.
Yeah.
Just like
You're looking good, Morvis. Peacetime suits you, and I'll head off.
So, you
I was just wanting to have like a family chat with my brother. Zamani will say, like looking at Kelsier and Cal.
Kelsier. Jeez, he was quick.
Not Kelsier, sorry. Holy shit.
very
We were
quick.
talking about
Oh,
Kelsier
shit.
so much. I'm sorry.
Of course, I just came along because we all seem to be heading this direction. I'll
Oh yeah,
explore the
no,
castle a bit. Haven't
I
had a
mean-
chance yet.
Kelsier just cast swap places with Zeph.
sorry, Zeph.
Hello, my name is Zephyros. It is very nice to meet you,
This is our new friend.
and goodbye.
Pleasure to meet you, Zephyros. Goodbye.
Pleasure. Pleasure to see you once again, Morvis, but I will leave you with your sister for now.
All right. We're so good at not having awkward interactions as a lot of us. It's excellent.
Oh, would you like I'm sorry, I'm back. Would you like Queenie to help resolve the
Nope, we're good.
tension? Okay.
Thank you.
All right. As everyone kind of leaves, he just looks at you and he just goes, "So what's up? What's new?"
A lot, honestly, but it's all like big world changing things that apparently that's all I'm ever able to handle and deal with.
Still have 1 billion children, or
I still have 13, I guess technically, if we're counting Bridget, who's was given to us, because
you just pop them out, don't you?
definitely, yeah, all for me. The kids are split up now, though, so instead of being one kidglomerate made of goop, they're now all independent children. Raising hell.
Sure. Excellent. Kids love them.
I know. I owe you an apology.
You don't owe me anything.
Technically, in this world, nobody really owes anyone anything unless it's like law and legal things, but that changes depending on places. But as a person who cares about you and wants to have that brother sister relationship that I always dreamed of, I owe you an apology.
All right.
I didn't know if I was talking to Morvis, my brother, or Morvis the King in that last conversation. And we needed the information, and so I went with Morvis the King. Even though I think he meant Morvis the brother.
Sorry.
You're good.
Okay. Jesus.
And there wasn't time to actually sit down and talk things out. And then we've been trying to stop the world from going on fire, and I haven't been able to come back in months, and I hate that. It's just been hanging there.
Yeah.
And I wanted to apologize.
I try not to order you because we're family. You did undermine my authority.
You did.
You made me look weak in front of a lot of people.
It wasn't my intention. I apologize.
It's okay. We got to Sarok, it was fine. Most of the city was calm when we got there, which is unusual.
Hi.
I figured you'd something to do with that. For better or worse.
You wanted information.
Did you at least get what you went for?
Partially. Things are better than they were. Things have been good for you.
You were busy. Very
You look
busy.
tired.
Yeah, but I do it well.
Oh, of course you do. It's that rugged, disheveled kind of tired, not the I'm dying. Oh God, please give me some coffee tired.
Yeah. Things are fine. Busy. I went from Screw to Sarok to. It's fine. It's
You don't have to say it's fine.
It is fine. It's not perfect. Running a country is not easy, but
Are you at least happy?
am I happy? I don't know. I'm numb.
Do you feel fulfilled at all?
I feel like I have a lot of work and there's more work every day. I like what I do some of the time,
That's fair.
but I'm not unhappy.
What can I do to help?
I don't think you can. I mean this. I
Maybe
don't
not.
mean this in a cruel way to
Yeah.
hurt you or anything. You're not here.
I'm not anywhere.
Exactly. See, can't even really help yourself in that regard. You're still trying to raise 13 children while not being with any of them, and you can't.
Still
you don't have
trying
the
to
time
make-
for them alone to set aside time to help me run this country.
No, but I will be here for the next 10 days. It's not ideal. It's not a lot. It's not what I want to give the people in my life who I care about and want to spend time with.
If you have 10
But-
days of free time, go be with your kids. Don't be here. I mean, yeah, no, we're not as close as we pretend to be, obviously. I wish we were closer. I wish we had the time to be closer, but I'm full grown, Zamani. I'm a man.
I know you are.
But if you have
And-
13 children waiting on you, I know what it's like
we
to be
dream a
raised
lot.
without a parent. And so do you.
I know. I've been trying so hard to make the world safe enough for them to never have to live the types of lives that we had to.
I mean, I don't care if my father was out there trying to make the world a better place. I would have just liked it if I had one.
It's fair.
I don't think they understand. I certainly wouldn't have. If you have 10 days to do anything, I mean, you're literally like teleporting left, right, and center. It surely isn't
I'm getting
difficult
other people to do the teleporting. I don't have the ability to do that.
Okay, well, your side piece is able to teleport you pretty much wherever he wants, isn't he?
Oh, he's my side piece now.
I mean, you know, it's not official yet.
I don't know. They're calling me a princess down in the world below. It's fucking mind blowing.
You are just a socialite climbing the social ladder.
I'm just a street rat trying to hold on for dear life.
If you have 10 days, I mean, you didn't give me any notice. I don't have 10 days to put down.
I know. I'm not asking you to change your schedule. I was offering
No.
to help if I could.
If you
but I
have free
know that-
time, go be with your children. Don't.
Okay.
Hell, bring them here. Bring them to Sathasa.
Could I borrow some nights to help keep them safe?
I mean, I'm already going to be stationing my court mage and a contingency of Echonites around the border.
It's true.
I think you have a small contingency of children that would form a small army. 13 just Jesus.
True.
I mean, I'd love to
Would you
meet them. I don't think I've actually
You like
official
to?
capacity. I mean,
We want to sneak away for like 3 hours in a few days.
I've got a body
Maybe
double.
just 2.
Look, all I'm saying is, like,
Seems like you've been an awfully diligent king lately. I mean, 2 hours.
I can make time. And anyway, if they're going to have any chance of being cool, they need a cool uncle.
It's true. It's absolutely true. Shut up, you're not here. I can say whatever I want to my brother. Donnie doesn't know, and it's not going to affect the relationship.
Now you know what it's like to catch strays, Donovan. Motherfucker.
Donnie just starts mouthing off
Let's be
while
honest.
just
Zamani
Wait,
knows that
you're telling-
Zamani's
you're
out here
telling-
collecting uncles. Don't you get it?
You're telling
all have
Nate
to
what
think
it's
that
like to
there's-
catch strays? We talk about his hair situation every single stream.
What
I
hair
saw Donnie, not
situation?
Nate. Nate catches them. Nate catches them. Donnie doesn't. There's a separation there.
Okay, but what better way to get a collection of uncles, cool uncles, other than to say, yeah, they need a cool uncle every time somebody is willing to fill the role? But yeah,
Anything like you and I were raised as a children, they probably need a bit of socializing. So let's bring them
true.
out for a bit.
that's very true.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you've got a pool.
As long as you're okay with it. I do. I taught Cal to swim.
I would actually pay money to see that.
Well, you could come over. We could have a pool party.
Sure. Why not? The Echo Knights, my court mage, all of that you walk through this palace with on a regular basis. Yeah. And 13 kids.
I mean, thank you. Would it be okay if I sent you letters from time to time?
I would rather you send me anything because I don't know if you're alive or dead.
I was worried that you were upset and didn't want to hear from me. So I didn't
So
send anything.
you're worried that I was upset, so you gave me the silent treatment when you're the one between the two of us that has the means of contacting.
I don't have the means of contacting. I'm meaning sending, like, Zamani doesn't have
Where
it.
the
Like,
fuck's
she's
that
literally
invisible
talking
stalker?
about...
Women, am I right?
I don't have the means to contact you.
You have
I'm talking
Calacinda, you
about-
have, you know where I am. My position does not change.
I know
I
where
am
you're
in
at.
Sathatha all the time. I have
Yes.
a palace. It's addressable. Find a pigeon.
That's what I was
Any
going to.
pigeon.
I was going to send you physical letters. Yes,
I'm
I was going
asking
to
you to do
mail
that.
them to you. Yes, and that's what I'm going to do. Yes.
Please do.
Just send them back to Ariel.
Yes. How about next time you're mad at me or you think I'm mad at you, you don't give me the silent treatment.
I apologize. I was in the wrong.
Yes.
I thought I was giving you space. Because I realized that I was just
Do you do this with Calacinda as well?
not really. Mostly I just yell at him. I've never had a brother, and then you came in and you were perfect, and you
Okay,
swept
but
in
you've
and
fucked
you were
people
ama- no, no,
before.
no, and
Treat
you
him
swept
nice
in,
at least.
And you swept in and you were amazing, and I was afraid that I was a disappointment. I thought that I wasn't what you wanted out of a sister, and that I had ruined that.
You
And
know
I
what?
was afraid
when my
to confirm
expectations
that.
was to have no siblings whatsoever whenever. I was disappointed to have one. You're right. You're a shitter.
I came from nothing, and then I came here expecting somebody who didn't want me to be here or to know that I existed at all. I knew nothing of you. And then you come in and you call me sister and you hug me and you show me my father's ashes and you give them to me to have, to carry. And you were just so fucking perfect, and
Question.
I couldn't be
Question,
perfect
question
back.
there. I'm amazing. We've established that. I'm fine with that.
Yes.
Why the silent treatment?
I'm trying to explain the silent treatment.
I know I'm enjoying this.
And yet you keep cutting me off in the middle.
Yeah, I'm edging you.
Well, this is not the way to do it, and I do not want my brother to be edging me.
Well, you've edged plenty, I'm sure. You can handle it happen to you for once.
That is not my role.
Does anyone else get
I
you this
thought-
flustered?
No.
It's brilliant.
It's awful. I hate it.
If only
So
Cal
this
was
is
here
where
to see
you
this.
apologize and ask for forgiveness.
I have apologized. I was going to do that again, but now you're being a little condescending about it, and I don't think I want to.
That's all right. I didn't need it anyway. So
I'm sorry.
if you want to get a letter to me, literally
Yes.
just write the king, the sovereign, or even just the palace. Sathasa. Stick it on a bird, slap it on its ass. It'll find its way, I'm sure. Just make an attempt, honestly.
I will. I've honestly been eating myself up inside wanting to send you letters and thinking that it would make everything worse if I did.
Let me guess.
So I hadn't.
You're bound to letter to sexies instead.
No, not even that.
Oh, wow. Jeez, you're a bit of a shut-in lately, then.
Yes, actually. As far traveled as I am, I have.
I thought you were a cool one upon a time, but not anymore.
I mean, fair. I'm not. I just pretend to be
Okay,
for
it's getting a
everybody.
little bit self-deprecating, and it's not funny anymore. So,
Well, you opened up that can of worms, so here we are.
it's all right. I'll make fun of you to Calicindia next time we hang out.
That's fine. I can make him pay for it. You immune.
Mumble. Are you going to teach your children to mumble?
I'm sorry, not all of us can afford a big fancy education.
Apparently you can, princess.
All of a sudden now. It's a bit late for it, don't you think?
I mean, something about old dogs' new tricks.
Oh, so I know I'm a bit of a bitch, but wow.
I could try. Like, it wouldn't kill you. It wouldn't kill you. How would you expect your children to get an education? Like, if they look at you, you want them to have an education. Come on.
They're literally staying in the most magically advanced city in the world.
Why?
Number one, for safety, but number two, they're also getting a pretty damn good education that way.
It's kind of like Calicindia.
Don't worry, they're not staying there forever.
Kind of
The plan
13
was as soon as we
losers.
kill Gromathir that they would be safe enough to bring up back up to the surface, but that didn't go too well.
So when's the good news start?
I keep waiting for it. God, I keep waiting for it. We just... I'll let you know when it happens.
All right, now I feel bad. I'm making fun of you a lot. Sorry.
It's okay. It's kind of refreshing. This is like sibling bonding or whatever that bullshit is, right?
Yeah, something like that.
This is how it works. I'm having fun.
Well, look.
I'm looking.
At least Calicindia came back with 2 hands.
True. He does have 2 hands now. And he's apparently like some major prophet now. Like big fancy prophet for the first time in forever.
I feel like he was always a prophet when you kind of introduced him to me and all.
True, but now he's like Omega prophet.
What's the difference?
I don't know. He's got a big fancy staff now. He like actually shepherd dead people to the afterlife is apparently really cool.
Good job showing interest in your husband's hobbies.
To be fair, we had one conversation about it right after I had died. So,
You died again. I thought I told you
I
not
did.
to do that.
yeah, apparently liches don't listen.
You're shithole good at following instructions.
I'm usually the one giving them.
You're not very good at it.
That's the reason why I give the instructions and not receive them.
This is fun.
This is fun.
It's fun. I'm going to talk some serious shit about you to your husband to be.
That's fine.
That's going to be so
Just
much
please don't make me look awful in front of the kids because they do barely get to see me, so anything you say will stick. Promise? You can say whatever you want to me about Calicindia, but not the kids.
fun. So much power.
You do. Please.
We'll see if you behaved, and then I'll decide.
Your brother not a father, too.
Yeah, but I'm the older one.
That doesn't count.
I mean, unless you get an education, neither will you.
Wow, I can count, bitch.
Right, how many arrows do you keep on you?
I mean, I don't need arrows. What do you mean? I manifest them, and she'll pull
how
out
ma-
her. She'll
many?
just manifest
Give
her
me a
bow.
number. Give me a number.
As I need
Name
them.
a single
I don't need
number.
I have 27 arrows on me right now for other things, like for poison tip and for hollow points, so that I can actually fill them with poisons and things. But otherwise, I literally just. Whoop.
Sounds
I
like an
did get a
excuse
new
not to
bow
count.
since the last time I saw you, though.
That's good. I'm
Yeah.
glad.
And she would like pop it out. It's like, it's fancy. It's apparently my soul.
Oh, I thought it'd be prettier.
Wow.
I'm only messing. It's lovely. It's lovely.
Called an oath bow. Didn't know that existed before.
So many jokes, but I won't. I'm really going
I know
in
you.
on you.
I know. Can't I at least like seem cool sometimes?
I mean, you're my younger sister. You're not meant to be cool.
Oh, so your school's doing very well.
Of course it is. It's the Morvis. It's the Kinvril Academy. With a name like that,
It
it
is.
can't fail.
It is going very well, though. The headmaster of it is actually coming to visit very soon because they're friends with the Corvithil that you just met, and he broke my bathtub, so he's going to fix it.
Your bathtub.
The bathtub that you gave me. What can I not say that it's my bathtub?
What did it look like?
It was marble. It had copper inlay.
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
How long was it?
Oh, I don't know. I'm sorry. Would you like me to carry something to measure things with?
Man, if it's big enough, you wouldn't need to measure it. It's big.
Which is why I don't carry a measuring tape.
Look,
Smaller than a warg.
smaller than a warg. Well, now I know why you're with Calicindia.
Thanks.
I'm not. It's a compliment for him.
I know. I can't wait until you find someone, and then I'm going to absolutely make you seem like
Oh no,
biggest
sex
nerd in
is
the whole-
disgusting. I would never.
I mean, fair. How does that whole like lineage thing? Can you adopt someone? Does that?
I imagine I'll just
how
shoot
does
my
it-
shot in a cup and then we'll find someone.
I mean, fair. Never
Your
thought
face right
about
now.
it. Well, because
I'm really
Jen's
enjoying
broke
that Zamani
themselves.
is getting out Zamani.
I
It's a good
can't.
time.
This has been going on for like 20 straight minutes, and it's just been fire this entire time.
I mean, if
My
anyone's
face
going to be, it's
hurts.
going to be her older brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spicy shit. Well done, Des.
Oh, that was incredible.
Please be on your best behavior when you meet my children.
Can't promise a thing.
Okay, well, at least model your behavior after Dawn.
After Donovan.
Yes, because so far he knows how to fill the cool uncle role.
I've heard some rumors about that man.
Well, yes, but of course he puts that part of him away when he's dealing with my children.
All right, just don't put them in a school near me. Just don't put them in a school.
Okay, so I just want to say, out of character, without context, that sounds really, really bad. Tess.
Donovan blew up a school
I thank you.
for reference.
That's not a good thing. But
No,
it's
but
better than what
That
it
sounds
sounded
Yeah,
like.
way
but
better
I-
than
but
what
I'm-
it sounded like you
I'm
were
still-
saying.
I'm still allowed within 30 feet of them.
They
I'll do
won't
my
exist so
best.
much longer, but you're allowed.
I know. But
You're
you
kind
do
of
have
weird,
some
Zamani.
competition for the cool uncle role. What?
You're kind of weird.
Well, you've been out weirding me this entire conversation, so.
Yeah, but I have to get I only see you once every 3 to 5 months. I have to get it out of my system when you're here. Also, I can't say this shit in court. Could you imagine?
I know you actually have to watch your tongue forever. I don't.
Oh, princess, yes you do. When you're down there, yes you do.
Oh, I'm staying the fuck up in there. I'll keep.
Oh, it's cute that you think you'll be allowed to stay up there after the marriage.
Can we stop? Let's stop.
Mm.
We're in this whole saving the world era. That's fine. It's not a problem.
So, as you and Morvis, as he just lays into you for like 35 minutes straight upstairs in the tower, Donovan and Merkestiel.
So, Castile, I hope things are as civilized down there as they're going to be up here.
No.
Just keep an eye out. We need this to be as clandestine as possible.
Is there anything at the moment, Des?
Nothing outside the door now.
Cool. We're clear at the moment.
Wonderful. I will cast Detect Magic.
There's magic aplenty inside.
And I will also cast See Invisibility.
Nothing on the outside.
Oh, knock on the door. Do.
Who is it?
It's Donny. It's Donovan Bailey.
And?
Oh, yeah, sorry. Merkestiel Galanis.
No, I mean, and what do you want?
Oh,
Morvis sent us.
Right, come in.
Open the door.
Oh, it's the priest and Donovan. Nice.
Yeah. Are you well? How are you healing?
Bit by bit. Every day a little bit better.
Anything I can do to help?
No, unfortunately not. Magic
I have
is just too strained.
I have some healing, but it's
I assure you, I've
probably
gotten lots of magical healing. It doesn't. It's more of a connection to magic. 10th
Well, I'm
level
glad you
magic fucks you up.
I can only dream. I'm glad you're feeling better.
I'm doing my best.
Zarina, I'm on a job. Not a save Sathasa job, something a little bit smaller, but requiring a little bit more je ne sais quoi.
Finesse?
Finesse, thank you. I need a. Morvis has sent me in your direction because I require your very particular skills, and I need Sunsorrow Manor secured independently and arcanely against intrusion or observation.
And you need me for this? Why?
Because I can't do it. And I'm asking anyone I know who's not affiliated with the topics of the meetings.
What's in it for me?
What do you want?
I'm not entirely sure. I don't know what you have. I don't even know what to ask for. How many people are we going to be there?
With entourages. 4 topics of conversation. Plus, the associated hangers-on.
How long was the meeting meant to last for? How many days?
Say 2.
All right.
is there anyone in here? Like, I'm just going
there's
to do a quick sweep of the room while...
There appears to be some form of infernal familiar in the corner.
Okay,
Invisible.
but no sensors or anything. Cool. All good.
I am under instruction, and by Morvis, I require you to maintain as much confidentiality as possible. I know I don't need to say it, but it's begs saying.
All right. Day before it's meant to happen, I'll show up. Once I ward it, no one can enter or exit. When it starts,
about
no one's
scrying?
leaving until the end. No new sensors will be able to get in. We'll do a sweep of the area, make sure there's no sensors. I'll put up the barriers. No one can leave or enter through the entire process.
What sort of area are we talking?
Sunsorrow Manor
Manor.
and the surrounding villa.
All right.
Give a bit of room. Hope you have rooms to set up all these people.
Yeah, we're good there.
But look, I got it set up. I can do it if Morvis is given permission.
He has.
Because I don't need all that much. A favor. I'll call it in at a later date.
It's yours. Anything else you need? Supplies?
No, I've got
Oh,
plenty
you
in this
look
tower. I'm well stocked.
reasonably well equipped. Yeah.
No. The only stipulation, none of this meeting is to be used to harm Antarthia, correct?
The opposite.
Why didn't you start with that?
I came to you as a professional, not as someone begging for your emotion.
Send me a message the day before it's meant to start. It'll take a full day to clear the place thoroughly. You still travel with that Star Elven fellow?
Unfortunate, yes.
Fortunately, I've seen him, I've heard of him. The man has a mind for the arcane, so I'll get him to help me. He's good with
he
wars and
does.
such.
Wonderful. Do you require any assistance aside from Calicidia?
No, but I'm going to make a temporary circle. When's this happening?
About 10
About
days.
10 days.
How is everyone getting here?
Don't know.
They have their own ways and means. The people I'm liaising with are not unresourced. I don't need to provide them carriages or flying skyships. They can get here at their own behest.
We don't have sky ships. You mean teleportation circles?
That's exactly what I mean.
It's just an old term. It's a really old term because
It's a make-believe thing in fantasy books.
Yeah.
Boats in the sky. It's fiction. That's why Donnie wouldn't provide it.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
You'll work the door. Once everyone that you want in is in, I will need to know to close up the seam.
Understood.
Well, now I know where you brought her. I'm going to need you to carry those 5 boxes over there. Donovan, you need to carry the 3 chests over there. Bring them to Sunsorrow. I'm not going to lift that myself.
All right.
Got it.
Just checking something. Can do EB. Sorry, I'm just checking one of my spells. What about illusory forms or anything like that? People coming in pretending to be those that they are not. Should
My
we
wards will
prepare
catch
for that?
You don't need to worry about that.
Cool. Sounds good. All right. Which boxes? These 5?
5 over there.
Oh, I can't-
Donovan, 3 chests over there.
Oh, I cast animate objects. They all follow me.
Oh. Right then.
It's a wizard's tower, Macastiel. Keep up.
Yeah, but
Thank you,
I'm not
Serena.
okay.
I owe you a favor.
Thank you.
So, as you guys walk down the stairs, you just get to like the grand chamber, and you just hear like Morvis just going in on Zamani roast after roast.
Holy shit. I fucking
She
love
was
that guy.
firing back a fair bit. Come on
Eh.
now.
No, it's funny this way. And you're not there. You're inside getting roasted.
But you would still hear Zamani's part too.
Yeah. I'm really glad
Sounds
I
like she's
saved that
copying a
guy's life.
beating.
Good. You could use it.
Yeah. She gives enough of it to Cal. I hear too much.
Everyone else.
I've got
so
like a minute left on animate objects, so we need to move.
All right,
Don't
let's
you
go.
just hear like you've got competition for the fun uncle slot?
Merkel sling the sword, which she left in the castle temporarily because she figured don't bring weapons to a sea of mage. She just slings it over the shoulder and the wings bamf out, and she just to help with the sand.
Cool. I will polymorph into something a giant ape and just carry the rest of them. I'm assuming massive trunks.
Yeah, they're big.
Yeah.
Brum, brum, brum.
But
We go and do that.
as you start bringing stuff back, that is where we're going to start winding it down. Just because I'm aware of the time we're getting close to the end, I don't want to start another scene with 3 minutes left. But thank you guys. Thank you, Phoenix Walker, for the raid today. Thank you, Kamenos, for resubbing today.
Phoenix.
Thank you, Mercy Lou, for the follow.
Thank you.
Who else? I think there's someone else came in. Rispa230, thank you for the follow as well today. If you guys
You're all
liked what you saw
amazing.
today, we'd appreciate if you drop a follow. We've got a donut goal up there. We're trying to get an animated intro for our next campaign. If it's within your means to help us do that, we'd really appreciate it. We've got stretch goals in the Discord, so join the Discord if you're not already in there. You're not cool. Sorry, not my rule, yours. We'll see you tomorrow when me and Raf continue working on this whole little new setting of ours that's coming along quite well. And later in the week, if you want to see us be weird, we're going to do the Monster Manual Smasher Pass.
Oh yeah, that's right.
What?
Yeah, that's right.
It was the stretch goal.
Yep.
We're going
If
to
you
get to
would
the
like to
Monster Manual
eat-
Smasher Pass.
If
I
you would
work
like to
with
see
children.
Dez eat spicy noodles, the VOD is still up from last week.
I highlighted it, so there is just the
Thank
spicy
you for the
noodle.
bits, Burning Emerald.
Hey, Emerald. Thanks so much for the bits.
Thanks,
So
Emerald.
much for hanging out. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.